Fox has been debagged. It sounds shocking.
Hang on. I'm trying to find the thing.
How are you, Messrs?
Here we go.
I'm feeling a lot better than I was, thank you.
Nice to see you in the land of the living.
He's been a bit crook.
I gather the place fell apart without me.
What's been wrong with you, or is it too personal?
It was a combination of a really nasty stomach bug and just exhaustion.
Sorry, we're going out live. So
oh, fuck me.
That's
a really good professional start.
That's bonus content.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody in line at the time.
At last the time has come. This is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many rules you break. Even in cricket commentary, this is the best advice to take. Pick guerrilla cricket, it's the finest choice you'll ever make. There's so much more to cricket than rev counters and a slice of cake. At first they tried to sanitize us and clean up our act, but people like it filthy, and we know that for a fact. Fidel Castro, Lenny Pascoe, Carlos the Jackal, Umar Akmal, Mahatma Gandhi, Grant and Andy, Brendan Behan, Austin Ian, guerrilla cricket. Stick with us, cause you know we're not the kind of thing that you see on the TV and the radio. So vive la revolution. First they tried to buy us, but we would not be bought. Okay, we were, but then we ran away, and we will not be caught. Would not give up the ghost when they left us all for dead. They decapitated us, but we just grew another head. Chairman Mao, Jamie Howe, Ho Chi Minh, Asif Din, Václav Havel, Graham Saville, No Surrender, Percy Fender, Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket.
Well, New Zealand can join England in the semi-finals by beating England today. The two go head-to-head. The 2019 World Cup combatants in that final at Lord's. Of course, if New Zealand were to lose, and to lose badly, that reopens the door to Pakistan, potentially, if they could beat Sri Lanka tomorrow. It's all ifs and buts, and it will all come out in the wash. Good morning, good afternoon, good dawn, good dusk, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Guerrilla Cricket. I'm Guerrilla Nigel Henderson, and beside me, sporting the rather lovely bright yellow, what do you call it? A beanie?
Headband.
It's a beanie. No, the headband. No, that's his headphones that you're seeing as the headband. Yeah, old Messi Jazz hasn't seen hair and things like that for a long time. So on that basis, I was going to say, I haven't finished introducing him. It's Nick.
Hello, everyone.
Sri Lankan specialist, but an incredibly good all-rounder too. Messi Jazz out there in Perth. He's crawled off his sick bed and has made it back by popular demand.
Indeed, I was inundated by an email which demanded I return before the place fell apart.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Socials were a mess while you were gone, Messers.
Yeah, what can we do? What was Will saying he was going to come in as?
Budget messages.
Budget message.
Pound shop Messers.
So we have to pay the big bucks to Messi because, let's face it, someone's got to fund the weather cave. Anyway, the news is that New Zealand have won the toss and have opted to bat. In terms of teams, the Overton window has opened or shifted, and little Rayan Ahmed, he's not Irish and he's not that
Snuck
little.
in the crack.
He's just snuck in the crack of the Overton window.
This is going to go downhill today.
Well, if you were listening just before the theme tune took off, you would have got a little bit of bonus content, which was all a bit lavatorial about poor old Messi's recent problems. Anyway, as I said, that is the England team, otherwise unchanged. Looks like Joss Buttler will open the innings. Is it time to drop Joss Buttler? He's got such a record, it's difficult, isn't it? It's very difficult. It might be interesting to see what England do when they're batting. I'm curious as to whether Brooke will bat at 3 again today, or whether he'll move back down to 5 just to keep potential opponents guessing in the coming matches, which is all 2 of them after this, if England get through. So not too many. New Zealand, I'll give you their team. It lines up like this: Tim Seifert, opening batsman and keeper; Finn Allen, Rachin Ravindra, Glenn Phillips, Daryl Mitchell, Mark Chapman, Mitch Santner is captain, Cole McConchie, maybe a new name to quite a few, it certainly was to me, Matt Henry, brilliant bowler, Ish Sodhi, and Lockie Ferguson. It's like some of these guys only ever come out for T20
Once every 4 years.
Lockie Ferguson's been kept seems to be kept hidden a lot. Locked up, yes indeed. Finn Allen is brilliant. He's got an acceleration of 98, he's got something else of 91 and something else of 97. That's according to the man in the pub. Anyway, Jofra Archer is going to open the account for England. Would you have rested Jofra? Given him a little bit of a break? I don't know. Anyway.
He will break it up, hotter than lava, cooler than Bogart, in your face, at your stumps, on your toes, on your mum. Jofra,
You won't have heard, but off air was the sound of the bear getting to the crux of the matter. Just like this. It's only fucking 4 overs, which is true. But before he bowls his first ball, he's lying on his front at the end of his run-up, doing all sorts of exercises and grimacing, which...
Very ominous sign when you see a
kind of ominous,
fast bowler laying out before their first ball.
Yeah. I mean, and he has to face the prospect, if they get through to the final, of another 8 overs in the next 9 days. That's appalling.
Yeah, but you do realise you might have to have a last wicket stand when batting in this England side.
Yeah.
As in the Ashes. Right, I'll go and look for some New Zealanders to jingle up. First ball of the game to Tim Seifert. He's in, he bowls, and that seemed to be a very gentle opener, which I think Seifert was expecting something a little bit quicker. That was just 77. Quite a good idea. Bowl a slower ball first up in a way.
And he had a huge backlift Seifert there. I thought he was going to try and pump it out the ground. Just a very respectful forward defensive.
Well, I think he was just fooled a little bit. I think he was sort of ready for the shortish back of a length delivery that fizzed up to the shoulder of his bat, but it didn't come. Let's see what Archer does here. He has got a massive pickup, as you say, and he aims a big booming driver. That one misses it completely.
That was a bit more like it.
That was a bit more like it. What sort of crowd have we got in? Where are we today?
We're in Colombo,
We're in
at the
Colombo.
Premadasa.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah. Anyone with us, Messi, that you can sneak in? It looks like
Lots
there's
of people
things
are
going
with
through.
us, but there's a very, very generous super chat from Jay Grover of £50.
What?
Whoa.
What is? I mean, is he trying to? Is he on his way out? So
No,
he
no,
just
no.
tried to get
If
all of them
you-
in one go. Oh, now he comes across his stumps, and not just across his stumps. He comes across another set of stumps, and possibly even another, and then tries to flip this ball over his shoulder, but again makes no contact. And through to Joss Butler it goes.
So Jay says there is no guerrilla cricket without Jeremy. The socials become grey goo without him. And as
100%
Suda puts
agree.
it, no Messi, no Jay.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much,
you
Jay.
two.
I'm
Get a
overwhelmed.
room. Get a room, you two.
Hugely kind, Jay.
Archer in very close to the stumps. That's back into him. Between, I wouldn't say bat and pad, between bat and waist, really, because it was bouncing that much. Seifert looks all at sea.
Yeah, he's not enjoying this a massive amount, is he? Some nip back there off the pitch.
A little bit of swing to start with, and then it just seemed to keep going once it pitched, and it cut him in two, really. He's not the most technically gifted of batsmen, I wouldn't have said, but effective. And, well,
Not
not
thus
so far. In again, aims a drive, inside edge. Yes, he's got it this time.
God.
He's going to review it, so maybe he hasn't got it this time. Archer was keen on it. It was exactly the same, really. He aimed the drive at it, went in, and maybe took a tiny bit of the bat, but on the basis that he reviewed straight away after being given out, we'll have to wait and see.
I was definitely in. Were you definitely in? I don't know.
Didn't seem to be much excitement apart from
No, and it's missed the bat by a
Jofra.
fair distance, no, Hendo?
Yeah, I think he's going to get away
Yeah,
with
you can see clear air between, can't you?
I think what's happened is it probably just brushed the back thigh,
Yeah.
and of course, although that looks like a big difference
But I'm
when you're looking
seeing
at slow motion,
definite stump between bat
Yeah.
and ball.
yeah, I think
And nothing on outrage. Yeah.
I'm going to
Yes, it hit the thigh.
I'm going to say this.
Oh, we've got to go through a DRS now as well.
I suppose, yeah.
Impact in God, how ridiculous is that? That must have been hitting above the stumps. on Seifert's thigh pad. Great over so far. Can he get through it and complete the maiden? Let's see. Archer in, bowls. He's wrapped him on, possibly on the hip, as he was trying to turn that into the onside. But a very uncomfortable over for Seifert. Archer starts with a maiden after 1 over. New Zealand none for none. Messi.
Sudahu says afternoon. Kieran Roseblade says hiya lads. Soulwater says hello, Grandpa Sudahu. Jay says hey up. Silwater asks for predictions. Paul Coffey says New Zealand West Indies victory is the dream here. No Pakistan, no India, no Australia all time. Yeah. Crick Buzz gives 61% for England this match. That's a quick out of the box.
Very much.
Kieran says England to win it a dodgy super over. Ahoy, all sorts and seabed dog says Parrot Badshaw. Leah says hello all. Ajit of this here parish released the newest episode of the Armchair Cricket Podcast. Give it a spin, everyone. And I'll go back to you.
Spin from the other end.
Liam Dawson.
He gives that a little bit of air, bowling to Finn Allen. He defends the ball back to the bowler, and so 7 dot balls to start this New Zealand innings. Something's got to give.
Something's got to give. You sense a big shot is coming from Finn Allen, don't you, Endo?
You do. Dawson in again. He goes back and forces, and there's a run. There's a run. Only the one. as the ginger-bearded Allen runs up the other end, and it's fielded at long off.
But we're
1 for
using
none.
the same pitch as we were a couple of nights ago when New Zealand trounced Sri Lanka, and they very comfortably defended 150, 160, so it could be a kind of 130s par sort of night.
Interesting though, because I looking at that game, I think I went out with New Zealand at about 80 for 5. They lost
Yeah,
a
after
few from-
15.
Yeah, and of course Mitchell Santner, what a complete cricketer he's become. Dawson in bowls, and this is whipped away in the air by Seifert. He's going to get a couple as Salt has to come round at deep mid, and so he's finding it all the more comfortable against the slightly lesser pace of Liam Dawson.
Can be a little easier when it's 30 miles an hour slower.
Just a bit, slightly less bounce.
Although 30 miles an hour slower than me, it's something that doesn't arrive at all.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Reverse sweep is brought out, and it's horribly played by Seifert. It has time to bounce on its way to extra cover, and maybe just not much in this pitch against spinners. Not much pace. Stick it in the pitch if you're a spinner. Might be the way to go. Comes across, and he's lofted that into the outfield. There's no one at deep square because you're only allowed 2 men outside the circle, and it is the first one of these. So tournament 479 from New Zealand, but I mean that's a stat that means nothing unless you show us every team in the tournament, isn't it?
Totally arbitrary.
It's hard to know whether that's good or not so good.
Yeah, it's like saying, you know, how many toes they've scratched in the course of the tournament. Who cares?
How many toes they've scratched? Now that's a random one.
It is.
Is that what you've been doing while you've been off air? Anyway, they
Looking
get
at random shit.
Well, no, scratching your toes. 8 from the over, 8 for no wicket after 2. Messi.
Brian in Brisbane says, hello all from the Bear Pub. Is that an omen for the result? Lucky 6 says, Kia ora. Great to have the Perth Super King back. Thank you, Lucky. That's very nice. Lucky Singh says, I want Pakistan semi-final. Well, it's possible, but it's a big ask. Sudahu says, rest him. That's Archer. He's bowling 4 overs. Lucky Singh really couldn't care less which Asian side we play. Stephen Kelk says, well, hello there, and we're back.
I thought for a moment there could be a run out as they run through for a leg bye. It was another aimless heave from Seifert. He looks like Phil Salt against Josh Hazlewood in a one-day international at the end of the English summer. Completely outclassed, basically.
All at sea in the middle of the city.
Oh, let's see in the middle of the city. Now, we did have a shot from distance of Colombo, and we saw what looked like a building exploding.
I was going to ask you if that was what you were sort of looking at me at. It was quite perturbing, wasn't it?
It was quite perturbing.
Hopefully a celebratory explosion, not something setting on fire.
A celebration.
Like a firework.
Oh, it's Friday night. That's all right then. Friday night's all right for fighting or explosions. This rises on Phil, and he does his best to force off the back foot, but it just kept on going, and he's beaten by that one. This is marvellous stuff from Jofra. It's not so much the resting of Jofra Archer. I don't think we're suggesting that he's put in so many hard yards that he needs a break. I think it's just that we're worried he will break at any point.
I'd wrap him in cotton wool.
I would wrap him in cotton wool. I'd get him a nice big duvet.
And I batted for 8 overs in Colombo, and I was absolutely exhausted.
I can imagine you'd just be sweat. Oh well, now Finn Allen has whopped that over long, quite flat. It's gone a long way back. 6 runs. I mean, that's the first runs from the bat off Archer, but you have to say it's a pretty darn good one. Yeah, that's cleared by a long way.
And just pure timing, wasn't it, Endo? Seemed to hardly hit it at all.
He did. He just...
He is extraordinary when he gets on. He played for the Perth Scorchers this year and did a lot of that.
He tries to force this one again, slightly shorter. Archer maybe just overpitched a little bit with that previous delivery by his standards. They're going to get a run up to mid-on. Allen moves to 8. Seifert has 7. Hassan Araza is standing in his 91st T20, along with Adrian Holstock, who's done 60 of the buggers now. They tot them up, don't they?
They
tot
do.
them
I've
up
never
in
heard of
T20s.
Adrian Holdstock. He's done 60.
I know. Who is he?
I was like, this bloke's
Keeping,
got to be in
keeping his head
first.
down, which is good for an umpire.
Punched well by Seifert off the back foot this time, but it'll only bring him a single to mid-on. Harry Brook moves round.
You're quite right, Messrs. When everyone knows your name, a la Joel Wilson, it's not a great sign.
Yeah, yeah.
They always say a referee or whatever at his best if no one's noticed him.
Apart from Pierluigi Collina.
Well, you can't not notice him, can you?
Well, it's a bit like Marius Erasmus. You couldn't miss him, could you?
He's kind of Pierluigi. He's kind of like the Scream made flesh, isn't he? Down the leg side slightly, although probably just over the top of the stumps.
I always thought it was very Mars Attacks.
Oh yeah, could be that as well. Well bowled by Archer. Just one scoring shot off him, or 2 actually. 2 overs, none for 8. Deserves a wicket or 2. Hasn't got them. Messi.
I think I did Stephen Kilk saying hello there. Let's get Harry Kasparos to play this match, says Solwater. Sudo says technically the pitch is moving and turning depending on the relativity of being observed. Oh God, now we're going somewhere. It's a quantum pitch, is it? Jay Graver says notoriously the bear could batter Kieran Pollard. I stand no chance. That doesn't make a lot of sense, Jay.
This is almost turned into a Yorker by Seifert, who really drags it into the onside to square leg, but they get through for 1. A reminder that in the power play, which is 6 overs, the first 6 overs, only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-metre circle. Is it 30 metres or is it 30 yards? I reckon it's 30 metres, isn't it, these days?
It probably is, but I feel like I've heard it referred to as a 30-yard circle a lot more. And a pitch is 30 yards.
Now, he follows Allen, but the timing is extraordinary. He just almost chips that straight back down the ground, clears the boundary by some distance. It's another one of these.
2, 4, 6.
It's just beautiful, isn't it? 87 metres, dead straight.
And again, looked like it hadn't gone very far off the bat and just flies.
You know about Colombo. Is it high?
It is not high at all. It's right next to the sea.
Of course it is. Flicks away up to long on. They think about coming back for the second, decline it. Ultimately, as Tom Banton does the fielding.
But nice to see there are still some Sri Lanka shirts in the crowd and they haven't all been burned.
Yeah, I feel for Sri Lanka. They should have won both their games, really. And yet they've been beaten by, 50 runs or so in both. Seifert on 9 from 13. Allen has 15 off 8. Biggest boundary is to mid-wicket, 80 metres. A little bit of turn there, and Seifert has to wait for it and cross-batted it down straight to long off. And they get that 1. Today's milestone. Josh Buttler needs 5 more for 300. He's not going to get 5 catches today. You can discard that one, I think.
Do you think they've got a massive celebration planned for his 300th catch, Endo?
Maybe that was the explosion that we saw. Just came a bit early. Dawson, none for 17. In to Allen, who whips this, making room for himself, and then quick hands. Punches up to long on. He's a very good timer of the ball, isn't he? Finn Allen. Extremely quick starter, they say. A strike rate of 220 v off spin and leg spin. Wonder what his scoring rate is against the quicker bowlers. Well, Seifert has skewed that horribly as he came down the wicket and tried to drive. Well, I'm not sure where he was aiming it, but it is dropped short of the man at long off, moving around to his left. 28 for none after 4. Messi.
Excuse me. I was trying to check whether it talks about metres or yards as a circle, but I can tell you the length of the pitch is 20.14 metres. There you go. Extra Fluffer says, I like my umpire's fingers to look like Gonzo's nose.
What's that, cricket?
Is that Billy Bowden?
Billy Bowden? I don't know who
Yeah.
Gonzo is. Is he from the Muppets?
A Muppet.
Oh, he's a
Yes,
fucking
indeed.
Muppet.
Yes. And we discovered through Will Reynolds that Jim Henson and Hunter S. Thompson spent some time together, which is how Gonzo came to be. Tony Bishop says, didn't the Bear once threaten to offer Kieran Pollard outside? Gonzo is the ultimate tragic comic Muppet.
Big swing and a miss by Seifert. He's just not in the same ballpark as Archer, I'm afraid to say.
But he's hanging around, Hendo.
He's still there, though, isn't he? Absolutely. And 3 overs of Archer will have been done by the end of this one. So I just saw Score Predictor saying 173.
That
would
seems lavish.
That does seem lavish. Very good word. England. I'd like England to look for a lavish score. Archer again, then into Seifert, who absolutely clobbers that. He was given a bit of width outside the off stump. He said, "Thank you very much," and carted it over the inner field for the 80th of these.
There's not one boy for me. I must have 2 or 3. I need 4.
Yeah, I mean,
got
give
us.
him room. He'll and the field's up. He can do that. But
Yeah, he's got us in his headphones, and he thought, I'll show you two idiots.
he's not pretty, is he?
He's a lump of a man, I'd say.
I mean, even his pickup goes out towards. Although it comes in again, but he smacked that one straight. I don't think he timed it, but he's got enough brute force to send that away. And the 81st of these. Well, I don't. He's just lost his length a little bit, Archer, and Seifert has had plenty of sighters. But now he can.
More agricultural than lyrical, would we say?
Yeah, almost lavish, but
Industrial.
not quite. Archer in again. Oh my goodness me! I mean, I think he might have just closed his eyes and swung at that. He swung at it very effectively. Over deep mid wicket, and that is 6. So 4, 4, 6 in 3 balls. I think the acceleration is very much on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's so annoying as a bowler, isn't it? A brilliant bowler like Archer, who could have had him out 3 or 4 times, totally outclassing him, and then he just smacks him. It's just not
hugely
right.
frustrating.
It's
But you're right,
just
Hendo.
not
I think
right.
he lost his length this over, and everything before was back, and he just went a bit too full and a bit too short.
Yeah, in again. He's standing right in his crease, sort of his weight going backwards, and then the bat coming through at a slightly strange angle. Tries to beat the hell out of that one. But, gets a horrible inside edge and drags it into the onside for a single. It's, who needs class?
When you can hit the ball
When
that
you can do
far,
that, yeah.
pretty cover drive's worth nothing.
Who needs it? Who needs the aesthetic of which we were brought up on? Now, what's happening here? A man's going out to deep mid wicket, more cow than anything.
Good old cow corner.
He's gone into cow. And it's Finn Allen, final ball of our spell, tucked whipped away into the onside, better length, better line, and just a single. So a costly over from Archer, who now has figures that don't reflect his bowling, really. 3 overs, none for 24. 44 for none, the run rate 8.8. Who's on next?
Who is on next is Bear, William and Hendo. I can tell you it is 30 yards, the circle.
30 yards?
Yes, it is 27.5 metres. There you go.
Yeah, cricket's an imperial sport, Hendo.
Well, you'd have thought that would have been changed by now, wouldn't you?
But fucking time, yeah.
We still drive in miles, don't we? Not Colombo.
We do over here, but in Colombo, well, I suppose Colombo was it occupied more by the as much by the Portuguese, wasn't it?
I imagine so. Yeah.
And the Dutch, says our resident Sri Lanka expert. Hey, Will, how you doing?
Hello. I'm not so bad, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. How are you, Bear?
I'm very well. I'm okay. This is. I seem to be in here more than I'm at home, but
is that a bad thing?
Well, I watch an awful lot of cricket. Sometimes my mouth is going dry and I'm running out of things to say. But let's carry on. I've got one more day and then I've got 3 days off because I'm not in Sunday, and then I've got 2 days before the
first semi,
which we're in. So it's all exciting. We're going into the last week with England in it, and Sammy Curran has come on to bowl. He bowls first ball, not a moon ball actually, slow ball around the wicket though. Alan can only hit it up to mid-off and there is no run. Do you want to give him a jingle?
Oh, hey, Sam Curran's gotta shine now. How does he have to play to get some runs now? How many can he make?
That remains unanswered.
Well, it does indeed. A new Sammy Curran jingle.
It was about time, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got the. Have you heard the new
Harry?
Yeah. If only Harry had a brain.
Indeed.
He did the other night. That one has been lumped down over wide long on for 6 runs. Alan has got off to a start here.
Certainly has. That was again absolutely
mullered. Considering the first 9 balls went for about 1 run, they've done quite well, haven't they? This is what was proved yesterday for South Africa against the West Indies. That one is played up to long on for a single. If you get out of the power play only losing 1 or 2, you've really got a chance to make a big score.
Or none. 50's up.
Well, or none ideally, yeah. But even 1, I think, just gives you the opportunity. The West Indies, I thought, got a decent score yesterday. Got absolutely humped by South Africa.
But they were 80 for 7.
Yeah, they were 86 for 7.
And then they
got up to 177, which was really good going. And it looked like they were going to be competitive, and then they just got marmalised by... It was obviously a really flat track. Red dirt, wherever it was. That one's played up to mid-on. They'll get through for a single. This is the last of power play overs, however. England will soon send everyone out to the boundaries.
Well, not everyone.
Well, not everyone, but 5 will definitely go out, no doubt. And... hopefully a shot will get mishit into the deep and suddenly wickets will start falling. Who knows?
Thing is, you say England playing on Wednesday, but we won't know, will we?
Well, we don't know if we're Wednesday or Thursday, but whatever. We're in a semi-final. I'm doing both of those, and if we get to the final, I'm going to come over to the final as well.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do the final, unfortunately.
You're going to see Wimbledon?
Probably.
Wimbledon, England. Wimbledon, England. I know where my money is. That's short, and not giving us a wire, giving us 1 for the over.
That seemed quite short, didn't it?
Interesting, yeah.
I thought that might have...
Must say a big thank you to Jay for his superb super chat earlier, Jay.
He does realise, of course, that he still has to feed us with £2 ones throughout the rest of the...
I leave that up to Jay. Jay can do what he likes.
Jay. Come on, Jay. Take the bait. Take the bait.
2052 of 35, this partnership. Round of wicket is Sam Curran. Whipped out and misfielded by square leg. It'll only cost 1 run. As there is someone out deep. Wicket presumably who fills that, and it's the end of the power play. 54 for none. Run rate dead on 9 after 6 overs. Good start for New Zealand. Over to you, Will.
Yes, we have got from Stusahu Obsession of Imperial and or metric is weird. David Durrell, 8390. Afternoon, we're doomed. Ben McCormick, New Zealand going to stroll this. Gareth McKinnon, 6782. England getting pumped. Then David Durrell again. Is Mrs. Bear Pleased is more at Guerrilla Cricket Central rather than home at the moment?
Well, she's always at work, so it doesn't really matter. But I do get back after she gets home from work, which I think is just a bit disconcerting for her.
And then James.
Go on.
Jay has replied to that. She's run out of tables to throw at him.
Well, yes, there is that too. Well, I think I quite like England to win, just so it means that there's something on tomorrow's game, Sri Lanka versus Pakistan.
Oh, yeah. Otherwise, it's a bit of a...
And as Harry said, if you can knock out New Zealand, you're knocking out potentially one of the favourites. Or at least have a hand in knocking them out. I still think they'd have a pretty decent run rate, wouldn't they? Because I think their current run rate is plus 3.5.
I mean, depending on what... I don't know. Someone will be able to work it out. It's immensely complicated. I was reading about the net run rate.
I know, I don't get it.
Your brain just freezes after about the first 18 sentences. And then you have to sort of...
It's something about how many overs you do it in and all that sort of shit.
But it's also about... It's an accumulative thing. It's not
Well, this is it. I couldn't believe ours dropped down from plus 2.55 or what it was after the first game to point... Well, we won the second game and it dropped down.
I know.
For me, it should have stayed the same, surely, you know. I mean, it was a close game. We won with 5 balls to spare, so it should have been marginal. 0.01 of a run either way, but we lost a run somewhere. I don't understand it. I never have.
Well, read it. There's a bit on the BBC website about it yesterday. It was, as I say, I lost the will to live after about the first 20 sentences. So we're having a bit of a drinks break.
We've got a couple more messages here actually. So Dippin says New Zealand national cricket team keep power play pressure, attack pace while field is up. One batter like Finn Allen continue attacking. Other rotate strike. Target 150 plus by 15 overs. And then Saltwater cricket is that Borges, that's my French pronunciation is great here. Borges Soir will go with polite applause with sugared tea, flannel whites and manicured green, silver spoons as sights unseen, soft speaks of class and decree.
Oh, that sounds like a little poem.
Not one of Dr. Dan's doggerels.
No, doggerels. God, we haven't seen Dr. Dan, but he's still alive.
I think so.
Well, the man is into the attack, hits Adil Rashid, and it's driven up to long off for a single.
Adil Rashid on the 45. 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 Adil can turn it both ways. Adil can turn it. Adil can turn it both ways. Adil can turn it. Adil can turn it both ways. Adil can turn it on the 45.
Alan, taking his guard, made room for the jingle. That was nice of him.
Well, it was very good of him, wasn't it? That's a normal leg spinner. Goes away from him, tries to give himself some room, bunts it up to mid-off, and there's no run. It's all being played with smiles out there, isn't it? Well, I presume New Zealand are quite happy after 6.2 overs, being 56 for none.
I think even if they lose, the chances are that
they would go through.
They would go through on the NRR unless Pakistan do something incredible.
Miraculous. Well, the thing is, Sri Lanka are liable to collapse in a heat.
Oh yeah, true.
That's played down to long on. There's no run. They do seem to basically it's pattern, Nasanka or bust. It seems to be with Sri Lanka.
They bowled well. They've just not batted well.
No.
Apart from that, the game against Australia.
Yeah, and they panic when they lose wickets early.
Incredible.
It's like no one seems to have a game face. They'll be able to say, okay, we take this game by the scruff of its neck. Oh, that's hit in the air, but it's hit in the air. One bounce down to long off because no one's actually inside the circle. Will Jacks is down at long off, and it'll be a single.
I get that. I feel like that was a bluff from Adil because it looped up and it was wide of the off stump, giving the impression that it might just be the googly that will suddenly turn back, and it wasn't, and it went further away. And Finn Allen trying to adjust.
Well, he's got hold on that one.
Yeah, Seifert, that was.
Swiped it, Seifert has, over wide, long on. It wasn't that far over the fielder, to be fair, but it was, and it's 6 runs.
It was very flat. I'm going to award it
you're awarding it
I'm going to award it maximum status.
Smack it in the air, beyond the boundary. Smack it in the air.
Just wide.
Maximum.
That's tossed up. Oh! Now there's an appeal for stumping, but I don't think his foot left the crease. But he was totally done in the fight. I think he gave it a big wahoo. Completely lost his shape. Well, they're all thinking. I don't think he dragged his foot out. Maybe we'll see something different.
He's walking off.
He's walking. He did then. Clearly, he knows he dragged his foot. We just saw it when his foot was back in. He did lose balance completely, so maybe his foot was in the air. I don't know, but if so, good stumping and a good wicket and well bowled out of Rashid. It's cost 10 runs to get that wicket, but it's quite a handy one. His foot's outside the crease there.
Oh yes.
Ball in hand. He's lost his shape.
He must have fallen over later.
He's trying to get his foot back. It's in the air. It's in the air. It's in the air. It's in the air. His foot's actually on the line and not behind it. And then the stumps break. Oh, actually, and well, when do the stumps go? There, his foot's on the line, it's not behind. There's no part of it behind it. He didn't quite get his foot that far enough, did he?
Oh, I'm quite surprised that
I'm quite surprised he walked.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have stayed there and had a look at that. I mean, it's close. I think he is out. I think the ball of his nothing is on his boot is actually behind the line. The line is the umpires, and I think he's out, rightfully so.
You're out, but there's no shame. You can carry every time. You're out, they were better, but hold your head up. You're playing for your country.
That's one of our more positive dismissals because I think we decided, didn't we, that we were too negative when people got out.
Fuck that, man.
As a joke. Well, we've been sort of, I don't know, what's the word?
It's the end of the over.
It is the end of the over.
Well, what are people telling us, Will?
We have got Ricardo Sterling. India will lose to West Indies on Sunday. They're not as good as you guys make them look. Then Shanthal, isn't net run rate simply all the runs you've scored, / overs you've batted, plus all runs scored against you, / overs you've bowled? If you look at the front of the points table, it's easy to figure out.
Is it?
Then
easy
well, it's one minus the other or something. It's something a little bit more complicated than that. You think it would be that?
It's probably. Yeah. Does he have PhD maths after his name?
Yeah.
Not on this. Then we've got Ishan. I have a £2 super chat ready to go if Bear doesn't smoke his vape for the duration of one stint.
Oh my God!
Wow!
I don't know if that's worth $2. Give me more. That one's played up to mid off and there's no run. Well, there's one run actually because it was out to long off.
New batsman.
He is gonna be a star. He is Rachan Ravindra. And he knows his major role.
Oh my God.
He is there to keep control.
Oh, that might get us dinged. I forgot to say that, but hey, what the hell. Will Jacks is bowling. He's around the wicket, tossing it up. Flipped into the leg side by the new man, Ravindra. For a single.
Do you think England overdo this notion that left-hander comes in, so we'll give Will Jacks a bowl?
A little bit. I mean, he's bowled badly once or twice. He's bowled really well once or twice. I mean, I think if you're going to bowl him, you give him a go. But you were right the other day when he came back for a third over. That was like,
Yeah.
That one's flipped into the leg, so he's not got enough on that.
No.
And he's hit it straight down.
Answers my question.
Yeah. There you go. Will Jacks has got 1 for 2 in 4 balls as that one was flipped quite poorly by Finn, actually. He didn't really put much effort in it. He just tried to flick it and didn't get much elevation. Straight down Cow Corner's throat.
Yeah, why didn't he actually try to hit that?
Yeah, it's like he just kind of flicked it, didn't he? Well, you're going to flick it along the floor, mate. You can't be out.
Here comes another positive dismissal.
Oh, that's unlucky how you got out.
Well, it wasn't unlucky how he got out, so why are we being positive?
All right. I haven't listened to that one before. I just saw it. A more positive dismissal 3 or 4. Where are the other ones?
All dismissals should be number 11, unless they're English.
Number 11. What do you mean number 11?
Well, they've all got little. See those numbers in there. That one.
Oh, no, that's not. That's not that one. I'm not doing that one. 2 new batsmen.
Just whilst the new batters change over, we've got a super chat from Lockie, $2. This is 1% of Jay's super chat.
The new batsman is this man.
Feared by the bad, loved by the good. Glenn Phillips, Glenn Phillips, Glenn Phillips.
So Jax was brought on to get rid of the left-hander, but he's got rid of the right-hander.
Well, interesting.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. And having gone 59 for none in 6 overs, and 66 for 2 and 7.4. So England dragging it back a little bit out of the power play. Glenn Phillips, he's a very powerful man himself. These two are useful to get out. Mind you, you've got Daryl Mitchell, haven't you, after this?
It's a good team.
It is a good team. They are a good team. I was just defending back to the bowler and there's no run. It is. It should be a good game. This really should be a good game. That was clipped out, so they're quite evenly matched, I think.
Could be a final.
Well, it potentially could be a final. Could be, that was played to mid-wicket for no run. Could be a super over and boundary count back.
Yeah, I was reading a piece. Well, I wasn't reading a piece. I saw the headlines for a piece by Tim Wigmore, because nothing would actually make me open a piece in the Telegraph unless I had a gun to my head, and then I'd think twice about it. And he was saying this, the advantage India. The final matches should all have been played at the same time. Final Super 8 matches, which I think is a very good point. And let's look at it. Who has got the very last game?
India.
Who will know what they've got to do?
India.
Exactly.
Yeah, although the way it's panned out, there's no net rate to be involved. It is literally a straight up shootout between the two of them. That's whipped down to the man on the 45. Adil Rashid continues bowling at Ravindra. He's only
hang on.
balls and there's no run.
Hang on. India have won 1. West Indies have won 1. South Africa have won 2.
And
so West Indies, India. Yeah.
Because whoever wins that gets on 4 points and gets through. Oh! Now that's worth a shout, because did it pitch?
I think it just did.
Because if it hadn't...
I think it might have hit outside leg anyway.
But if it hadn't pitched, doesn't matter, because it's not pitched. It's where it hits you.
Well, they're not going to have...
That's why I was asking, was it on the full wheel?
I think even if it was impact, it might have hit him outside the leg, maybe. Like if it was on the full.
Yeah, it didn't
possibly
didn't strike me as.
Well, they're not going to review it, so.
Shut up, Bear.
Yeah. Flat. Ravindra goes back. Good half bit of fielding, but it might allow him to get back for 2. Annoyingly, it does. Brooke gets half fielded at cover. Oh, did they get back for 2? No, they didn't go for 2. Thank God. It was hit quite well by Ravindra, and there's a gap behind Brooke at cover, but he could only half stop it, so it squeezed about 10 yards from him, 20 yards maybe.
Yeah, I think they might have got back for 2 there. Quite, I don't know.
Maybe they've stopped saying that stuff's done by Google Gemini now.
What stuff?
The crap that comes up on the bottom.
It's just pitching outside the leg.
Yeah. When they were saying what the bowlers are doing, it's powered by Google Gemini. That's been picked up. It's the Googly, which I don't know if he picked it, but it certainly came into his arc, and Glenn Phillips smashes it over wide long on for 6 runs.
Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6.
Yeah, what's the Googly?
Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6.
I think
we've got a super chat from Ishan.
Yay!
£2 for Bear's loyalty to his vape.
Thank you. Love it. See, in the old days when we had the mics to the mouth, the lip mics they're called, he says, that's pulled nicely by Phillips, a bit too short this time, and he rocks back, pulls Adil Rashid between
It's
2
me,
fielders
and
and
she.
deep.
It's me, and she.
Sorry, you were saying in the old days?
When the old days we had lip mics, of course,
Yeah.
no one would hear me because I just take it away.
Oh yeah.
But now we got these silly things by our mouth. That's why I keep trying to think and getting those.
Every
lip
time
mics
I
fixed.
phone you.
Yeah. Basically, I'm a nicotine addict. Ooh, that one slides on and nearly catches Glenn Phillips out. Just about manages to keep it out. Plays it square out to point, no run, end of the over, 11 off it. New Zealand 77 for 2 after 9.
It's like talking. Every time you pick up the phone and start chatting, it's like listening to Darth Vader. Anyway.
Yeah. Goldwater, BCCI is a rich board. Money can do things ordinary people cannot.
This is very true.
Few ones from earlier that we missed out on. With the Will Jacks, Matthew Cullen, commentator's blessing rather than curse. That's quite a good one. And then going back to the net run rate, we had an explainer from Messi who says, for Bear, if Liverpool win one game 4-1, they have a net goal of 400%. They win the next one 2-1, so their net goal rate goes down to 300%. 6-2 in total makes sense.
But net run rate doesn't take into account what your opponents score then, or by how many you win?
I thought there was a difference.
I thought there would be, but there isn't seemingly.
And the amount of overs you do it in as well, surely. That one is played out into the covers, and they will get a single. That was played by Rachin Ravindra.
So we're a bit halfway at the end of this over. 78 is the score. Maybe 85 by the end of this over. That's possibly decent. It's definitely turning. It's quite slow, the turn, I think, but that can sometimes be more awkward for batsmen because it's difficult to time.
England played a lot of games in Sri Lanka, didn't they, before the tournament? They played. This is their third out there now. They should be used to the conditions. Although did they play?
No, they played all the. Didn't they play all the ODIs here?
They played all the ODIs here and all the T20s in Pallekele. That one's played into the leg side out for boundary for a single. But they would have played on at both grounds, so
yeah.
And they'll have an idea.
How many games have England in this tournament played in India?
Only the group stage of the first games are all in India. 3 games, 4 games,
yeah.
4 games. That one's attempted pull out to deep on the leg side.
Yeah, but look how much this goes. That went a long way.
He does get a lot of rip, does Will Jacks. That one goes back and forces it up to long off for a single.
Stephen Kelk is asking for the boring middle over jingle, please.
I'll have to go looking for that. I can't remember whether that's in selected. Here we go. Got it.
No.
Oh, is it? Is it a dingable one?
It might be if it's the lull one.
How long can I play of a dingable one?
Under 10 seconds.
Under 10.
Oh, edged through where the slips would be. Probably runs away for 4. Very unfortunate, but it does.
Okay, you're going to get 10 seconds of this.
Batters won't get caught. Retain defensive shots. Baby, it's the boring middle over.
There you go. That's 9 seconds.
Oh, what timing.
You might get away with that. I'll find out when we get emails tomorrow. Basically, we'll get an email saying, you can't do this.
Yeah.
I occasionally look out, but I can't bother to look every time someone plays what I think is a dingable jingle. Because sometimes, weirdly, we get away with them. And I think that should be dinged, and it's not completely. Anyway, that one's worked out to the mid-wicket for the last ball of the over. There is a man inside the circle, and therefore it is no run. And I believe that's the end of this stint, isn't it? That's 10 overs
indeed.
done.
I imagine it's something to do with the algorithm needing a break and a wash.
How much it sounds like. If you put totally different lyrics in a different key, I think it does confuse it, even if it's something like another tune. But anyway, Nick, are you in? Okay, you're going to have to do jingles, mate. Oh, come on, it's easy. Who else is here? Bennett! Bennet's in. And Messers. Alrighty.
Lovely to see you.
Likewise. I'm running away now, though. I think I'm back for the final 5. I shall see you then.
Lovely.
Okay.
Lovely then. Hello, Nicky B.
Hello,
Hello,
Bennett.
Messi.
Hi, Bennett. How you doing? You recovered from a couple of nights ago?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But I think that's for the better of the game. I think it's good that Sri Lanka were out. We can get good games to watch. That's what I want now.
Enjoy the semi-finals. And New Zealand have made a pretty decent start here. Jacob Bethel's into the attack. He starts with a full toss, which is slapped down the ground by Rachin. I'm in business on the jingles because that is a 4.
That went like a tracer bullet.
So yeah, same pitch as the other night, Bennett. 88 for 2 at the halfway stage. Pretty decent.
Very, very decent. And we know what their middle order, late order can do as well from the game before. So it's a good platform to build on, Nicky B.
Absolutely. This time Bethel does get it to pitch. It's turned into the leg side by Ravindra. They should be back for a comfortable 2 there. So 6 from the first couple. And yeah, we saw Sri Lanka after 15 overs thought they had the job done the other night, and then Mitchell Santner and Cole McConchie, I keep wanting to call him Luke, that's his imaginary brother, well, they put some pain on him in 5 overs, and so it isn't over until the fat lady is sung and 20 overs are done.
Indeed. And I think Bill Jacks is bowling quite well, isn't he? Getting a lot of purchase and a bit of like lovely turn.
Yeah, I think they've taken a leaf from New Zealand the other night, who bowled really slowly and got a little bit more turn than Sri Lanka did. And so the England bowlers have looked to give it flight. This time Bethel gets one to skid through, beats the outside edge of the left-handed Ravindra. So a dot ball there, just skidded off the surface and slid on straight.
I really like his bowling, Nicky B. I think there's a different angle to the whole attack, and the left armers kind of angle is quite nice to watch, isn't it? He's got a nice loop and nice rhythm.
Yeah, and an interesting angle he's got here, left round the wicket to the left-hander. This time Ravindra gives it some flight. It's going to be cut off by Phil Salt out at deep mid-wicket, so there'll just be one there. But yet, seems to me, Bennett, that his bowling is improving fast, Jacob Bethel. It was very much the sort of third string to his bow. He's an excellent fielder in the deep as well. But, yeah, I think it's growing, and he might get into that sort of genuine all-rounder territory soon.
And it's always nice to have frontline batters who can bowl. If you look at the England setup, we are just abundance of blessedness that we have. All of us bowlers, including Archer, can bat, and Adil Rashid.
Yeah, they bat deep, and there are plenty of options for Brook to turn to. That is smashed down the ground by Glenn Phillips, and it is going to beat those two fields out in the deep. So another 4. This is turning into a very good over for New Zealand.
And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary, crossing a boundary.
Phillips looking in nice touch.
I think
I'm going to make a controversial statement in relation to all this. I think both these two teams will qualify for the semi-finals, and I think they will both lose their semi-finals.
I'm with you, Messers.
Best teams World Cup are in the other group.
I would 100% agree with that statement. This time it's a little bit wider. Phillips works that away through the covers. It will be fielded by Phil Salt, but they'll come back for a comfortable 2. So 6, 7, 11, 13 from the over. It's a big one. New Zealand 97 for 2 after 11.
So we've got a message. Oh, one thing I should say is thank you very much to Diana Patterson for those very kind words she said earlier on. Mr. P in it says, Bacon Sanger at the ready, Bear at the ready, get in there. Heaven o'clock with the lovely Guerrilla Cricket people. It doesn't get any better, does it, Mr. P? Sudahu says, if you score 200, you'd be... Oh, I'm not going to go in any more net run rate stuff because Bear's head's going to explode if he does listen, and he won't listen, and he'd just say, oh, fuck it anyhow. So I know what you mean, Sudahu, but it's just not worth the effort when it comes to Bear and Hendo and trying to explain it to them. It does take into account overs bowled, it does take into account runs scored, it doesn't take into account wickets that are taken.
As we've got Rayan Ahmed into the attack for the first time. He starts with a googly and he starts with a wicket. It's slapped straight down Jacob Bethel's throat out at deep mid-wicket. So Rachin Ravindra is gone. Rayan Ahmed is straight in. I haven't had time to jingle him up, and he is in the wicket.
You silly little boy, what on earth were you playing at? Oh!
And almost like a long hop, wasn't it? It was a bit short. I'm not sure whether he intended to go where he intended to, but nevertheless, the wicket for the taking, he'll take it. First ball in this tournament, coming back into the side in place of Jamie Overton. Wonderful way to start it, Mickey B.
It was indeed. The Overton window shifted to let Rayan Ahmed through. He starts with a rank long hop, but it gets a wicket, as shit sometimes does. I'm just going to go on record and say I'm not fully on board with the more positive out dismissals. I'm going to stick to the you silly little boy, fuck off, all the classics.
No, the positive ones are for when people's made 80 runs and they don't deserve a fuck off jingle, that sort of thing.
Well, they still got out, Messers.
Yeah, but yeah,
I hear you, it's part of the game.
Interesting, Nicky B, that he's the 7th bowler that's been used in this short time. So Harry Brook has a lot of armoury at his disposal, and that's a good position to be in, isn't it?
He's been ringing the changes. We haven't seen very much seam up. Have we seen anyone apart from Jofra? We saw an over of Sam Curran, I think.
Do you think? Do you think bowling that extra over by Archer in the power play was a good decision?
I do, because I think we saw New Zealand stuck with spin late in their innings. I think Sri Lanka went back to pace too early the other night on this pitch.
Yeah, the last 2 overs.
So Mark Chapman's a new batter. Rehan Ahmed's around the wicket to him. It's another short googly. This time it's along the ground though to Jacob Bethel. So Mark Chapman is straight off the mark with a single. Let's see if I can find a jingle for him. Here it is.
I was going to say, Nicky B, I had a short stint when I was in Hong Kong as the manager of the Hong Kong national team.
Of course, and Mark Chapman had played for Hong Kong, didn't he?
Indeed, yeah, as a young 15-year-old. Amazing talent, lovely boy.
As this time it's pushed by Glenn Phillips out to the rider on the offside for a comfortable single. Jacob Bethel is busy on the boundary. We haven't seen a lot of him, Mark Chapman, this tournament, Bennett, but he's a decent striker of the ball and he bowls a bit of spin as well, is that right?
Yeah, he bowls decent left-arm spin. He's a brilliant fielder, and his batting, I think 1 or 2 innings he has he did score some runs. I can't remember which game it was, but he has not really had much of that. You're right, sorry.
Well, he's slapped one down to long on there for another single, so he started 2 from 2. Phillips is going really nicely, 22 from 11, but a decent first 4 balls from Rehan Ahmed, 3 runs and a wicket from it. How can he get out of the over? He's back over the wicket to the right-handed Phillips. It's flighted and it's slapped over his head. 1 bounce, 2 bounce into the fence. So a boundary for Glenn Phillips. He is flying at the moment.
Now my innings going, great guns, I hit the ball, 4 runs, I hit the ball and it went for 4 runs.
It looked like another googly there to the right-hander. I mean, perhaps he could have done better to take it the other way like he's doing now.
This one is short and Phillips has rocked back. He's hit it into the gap. It's going to be nice. Oh, no, a little drop on the relay. So the 2 is very, very comfortable. 9 runs and a wicket from the over. New Zealand are 106 for 3.
Raj Patel points out that the net run rate calculations, if a team's out in less than 20 overs, it's assumed they have batted 20 overs. Solid recovery after wickets, says Dipin. Let Glenn Phillips attack. Ration Ravindra rotate strike. Well, we're beyond that. Set up 175 to 180. Jay Grover says, I defended Bennett yesterday, but I will not brook Nick being called Nicky B. We have no boy bands here.
Point taken, Jay Grover.
Yeah, I was a bit taken aback. I don't think of Nick as a Nicky. My sister was called Nicky, which sort of
that's how Tony sort of puts him on our list for some reason. Or is it just
Nicky? I noticed that Nick refers to Tony as T, and he's the only person I know who calls Tony T.
Oh, am I? Well, you know, Nicky
How would you
B.
like to be called?
Nicky B. I'm very happy with Bennett. It's one up from Glory Hole, which I got the other day. As Liam Dawson's back into the attack, he's round the wicket. It's skewed up in the air from Mark Chapman, but it's going to land in no man's land in between mid-wicket and the man at long on. So he got very lucky there, Mark Chapman. It went a mile up in the sky, but it was right in that safe zone.
He was very lucky there. He didn't have any control of that. It was more of a less an ordinary delivery, not much a turn, just the usual stock ball from Liam Dawson. He's lucky to be there.
Yeah, skewed off the edge of his bat and 3 men converging on it, but none of them got close.
There's no pace in this pitch, is there?
There really isn't, Messers, and I think bowling very slowly is probably the best way to go.
Yeah.
As Dawson's in again, this time it's onto Phillips's pad. There's a half-hearted appeal, but I think that one's sliding down leg side.
Yeah.
He's done a great job for England, hasn't he, Liam Dawson? He's been tight. He's bowled well within himself on a good stump, line and length. He's been the go-to bowler in the middle overs. Adil Rashid, either he has a really great game or he has an off day like today. And that's where Harry Brook is so blessed to be able to call on Jacob Bethel, who didn't bowl in the last few games. I understand he had an injury.
Oh, I didn't realise that was why he hasn't been bowling. But you're right about Dawson Bennett. I think he's been really good. Can bowl in all 3 phases. It's a very defensive bowler. He seems to rarely go around the park. That's a bit of a loosener. It's wide and it's short, but he gets away with it. Slapped by Glenn Phillips straight to Harry Brook at cover. As we get a replay, it's struck in front of leg. Oh, and it would have just clipped the stumps, but it would have been umpire's call. So nothing to be gained from the review there.
Indeed. I think this partnership is key for New Zealand.
It is. This time Phillips gets to the pitch of the ball, slaps it over cover, but it's going to be fielded on the fence, so just a comfortable single. 2 runs from Dawson's first 4 balls. What have they still got to come, New Zealand? Daryl Mitchell, and then you're into Santner and McConchie.
Yeah, but thing is, on that day versus Sri Lanka, if they had got one more wicket, I know Matt Henry can bat, but he's not really renowned for anything big. Matt Henry, Ish Chodhi, and Locke Ferguson. I think Sri Lanka would have had their game in.
You're right, into the bowlers.
Yes. And Daryl Mitchell's dangerous. He hasn't really looked. It looked good, but he hasn't really taken the game away in this tournament so far, has he?
Short from Dawson, and this time he won't get away with it. Chapman rocks back and really powerfully hits it. It just goes one bounce into the fence. I thought that was flying for 6, but it is, in fact, a 4. I can hear a bit of squawking in the background. I'm not sure what the fielder was doing there. He wasn't quite on the fence, or he would have caught it, but he was...
should have been on the fence there, didn't he? He was at least 5 meters away from the fence.
Yeah, very strange fielding position. It was Phil Salt who's sort of, 10 yards in.
10 yards, sorry, not meters.
Yeah, God, we're back to imperial and metric again, aren't we? We're going to be stuck on this all night.
Yeah, I mean, he's lucky. Chapman not timing the ball. It's like looking rather rusty.
This time he gets to the pitch of it, and I thought that was going to be straight down Phil Salt's throat, but it beats him. It runs into the fence, so it's back-to-back boundaries to end the over, 10 from it.
Listen and you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary,
Chapman living dangerously.
He is indeed, but fortune favours the brave for now.
Warbo Palm, aka David Durrell, says, would it be bad taste to call Chapman the Beetle Killer? Well, when has bad taste ever stopped us? It's just a bit repetitive because we've done it for a long time now, David. Greystoke is apologising to you, Nicky.
Oh, it was Greystoke. I knew it was one of our regulars.
Sorry about that glory hole assertion.
You're more than all right, Greystoke.
And Saltwater says, Bennett, you have one of the coolest surnames I've ever seen.
Thank you. It's of Sri Lankan origin, by the way. We have long surnames. Fortunately, I've got a proper English first name. It's my real name, by the way, not made up. Bennett.
Isn't that an abbreviation? Oligosegram. Most Sri Lankan names are about 74 syllables.
I know. I'm proud of my surname. I'm proud of my Sri Lankan ancestors. So here you go.
As Will Jacks is back into the attack, he starts with a short bit of shit to Glenn Phillips, who works it away into the offside for 1. I used to have to do the register at St Thomas's Bennett, and it wasn't pretty. There was a lot of laughs as I struggled my way through Sinhalese and Tamil names. Will Jacks continues round the wicket to Chapman, who works that away nicely into the leg side. Jofra cuts it off, but there's work to do, and New Zealand will cross for a comfortable 2. So that takes them up to 119. What do we think they're targeting here, chaps? Sort of 170?
Just in case, sorry, just to interrupt you, just in case listeners, you're wondering what's happening, Nick spent a couple of years teaching in Sri Lanka. That's why the passion comes from. And guess what? He was teaching in the same school that I went to, which we only found out on air a few days ago.
It's a small old world.
Yes. So a competitive score here, I think the way they're going, slowly consolidating, I would reckon at least 180 to 190.
This time it's short from Jacks. Chapman rocks back, slaps it to Sam Curran at long on. It'll just be 1. So what? They've got 6.5 overs. If they can get 60, that'd take them to 180, which I think would be more than competitive.
Yes.
You went very messy. I went more than, which was a bit euphemistic.
Yes.
I like the shit gets wickets, by the way, Messi. I've just spotted that background.
Yeah, well, I brought it up in honour of the last wicket.
Yeah, well, it fully deserved it. I fluffed my lines on the jingles, not for the first or last time. So Jack staying with this round the wicket angle, and that is short, and it's down the leg side. Phillips tries to slug it, but he doesn't get anything on it, so it will be a wide. He's going to have to bowl that one again.
Again, a lot of turn for Will Jack. He's getting a lot of purchase and turn. Is using the angle by trying to come around the wicket to the right-hander.
Plenty of turn. The groundsmen are at the ready. This time he's on the stumps and full flighted. It's swept straight to Phil Salt, so they'll amble a single. fairly tidy over from Will Jacks, bar the wide so far. He's gone for 7. He's got 2 balls to bowl.
He's only given away 15 runs in his third over. It's good going.
Yeah, he's going all right.
Part-timer.
This time, Chapman slaps him away. It'll just be 1 out to Sam Curran at long on. So he's keeping it to 1s and 2s, which England will be happy with at this stage of the innings. Speaking
of 1s and 2s, we have 2 super chats at the end of this over.
Oh, we love it. And thank you for the advance warning message, so I can try and find something to play for them.
It will be a drink break as well.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh, lovely. I've got plenty of time, and I've already found it in hiding away in marketing too. So, do you want to read a message and then I'll give them the...
Do you want to give them that last ball?
Why not?
Played.
Oh, well, oh. I've got too overexcited about my jingles message.
They're awesome and smart and they're playing their part. Super chat, super chat, super chat.
I don't think anything...
The last ball of the over was a dot ball to mid-on.
Nothing happened.
So, Jay Grover sends us 2 pounds and says, oh no, Bennett being biased again. And Warren in the USA very kindly sends us $10 and says, welcome back, Messi. Hope the cats forgive you. Well, apparently one of the cats was a bit pissed off with me being away, which is interesting because while I'm here, she pretends I'm not. So, you know, cats are cats, though. Anyway, she's not my cat. My friend who lives here has 2 cats. But they do spend a lot of time with me. Andrew Cook says Matt Henry is going back to New Zealand after this game for the birth of his second kid. He may be back. Yeah, he's on a 1:15 a.m. flight tomorrow morning, I think. So he won't want the game to run late. Saltwater says, I know many Sri Lankan surnames, but yours is the coolest among them, Bennett. There you go.
Thank you.
David Durrell, Palm says, anyone want to say Chaminda Vass's full name?
I reckon I've got that in the locker, messes.
WPCDHP.
Warner Kalasuriya Patabendige Joseph Ushanta Chaminda Vass. Was that right, Bennett?
I think you're missing a couple more.
I think.
Well done, Nick. Well done.
I think. Well, according to Pon, you had the Joseph and the Usantha in reverse order, but that was pretty bloody good.
It was not a bad effort, I must say.
For an Englishman, that is a pretty great effort. I can't even get half of that.
And the Pawn Botter sent us a $5 super chat as well.
Oh, it's going mental. I'm going to give him another jingle.
Good.
The bloody short one. If it plays.
YouTube Prime Super Chat.
Thank you guys for all the super chats. Thank you so much.
Indeed. He says a $5 towards Nick's premature jingding syndrome.
Thank you kindly, matey. We are feeling very loved this afternoon. Jay kicked things off beautifully with 50 quid, and the super chats keep flowing. I can see Bear's got a huge smile on his face.
Of course he has.
The lights are staying on.
And keep us engaged as well. Keep Messi engaged. Let us know what you think of projected scores, the tables, etc. Let's keep them coming.
Leah says, I wonder if there is an Olga Seagram in some Eastern European country. So Sido says, is the semi set by ranking like the groups or the regular group winner plays the other runner-up? The ladder. So the seedings for the groups were a bit of a... Well, they were a stuff-up, frankly. Had the 3 best teams in one group. And this one is the winner versus the second place.
As Rash is back with a wicket, he bowls it really slow. Mark Chapman comes out, gets nowhere near the ball. He has been stumped. So New Zealand are 4 down with 123 on the board.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
That was poor batting by Mark Chapman. He didn't really look like he was getting anywhere in this breezy knock that he's had of 15. Dancing down the track with his dancing shoes on, and Adil Rashid suddenly beating him in the air. A slower delivery, and he's got his man. New Zealand lose their 4th wicket, sorry.
Not the most confident cameo at all, Bennett, but 15 off 9, he hasn't cost New Zealand anything. He hasn't got stuck and sort of chewed up dot balls. So they're 123 after 14.1, 5.5 to play as Daryl Mitchell comes to the crease. Big, powerful presence, isn't he? And I'm sure we've got a jingle for him, which sounds a little something like this.
Son of an old black Fernie on Peep Show wrote that book. Oh, Daryl, not David Mitchell.
This will be the next few overs are going to be crucial, Nicky, because Daryl Mitchell and Phillips, they're very capable. They complement each other, and this will be crucial to see where New Zealand will be heading. At the moment, they're looking around 180, 190 with the current setup, but anything, a good cameo from either of these two could take it further.
Yeah, or we could see England pull them back a bit. This time Rashid does a good bit of footwork on the fielding, so he stops a single there. And for the first time in a while, we got two right-handers at the crease, which slightly changes the dynamic, because there's one very short side on this pitch, which McConchy and Santner made excellent use of in the death overs the other night. But both these two will be hitting to the same long side, as Rash gives it lots of flight. This time Mitchell is off the mark. He works it away to the man at long on for one. Rashid has been a little expensive through his first two overs, but it looks like a good comeback here. He's
certainly does. He is the season campaigner, the champion magician for England. I mean, every time he does well, England are in a strong position usually.
He's very wily and he's bowling slower and slower. This time Phillips rocks back. It's straight to the man at point, so there's no run. I mean, bowling at this speed, he could be going for England when he's 50, couldn't he, if he can find someone to field for him?
Exactly. The last 5 overs, they've scored around 9 runs per over, so they're slowly upping it, not sort of in a crescendo type manner, but they're getting there.
As this time Phillips rocks back again, he slaps it out to the man at long off for one. He's looking at his bat like it didn't quite come out the middle of the bat. Everyone, I think, is slightly confused as to whether that was the end of the over, but there is still one ball to be bowled. Rash is gesticulating to someone on the boundary who's not quite where he wants him. He's saying squarer, squarer, and eventually he's getting the response. So he's got the slowest average speed of spinners in the whole tournament at under 80 Ks. So everything really slow. That is a googly. Daryl Mitchell, I don't think picks it. Gets nothing on it apart from his pad. It's a dot ball to end the over. New Zealand 125 for 4.
Okay, where do you change? While we do, I'll do one message. Leah says, does everyone remember the Bumble story about Chaminda Vass? I'll post a link to it in Discord, which she has done. So for any of our Patreons, go to the Discord page, the thread about the World Cup, and Leah has posted a link to that Bumble story on YouTube. Thank you very much for that, Leah. And Shining Knight says, hi, Messi, good to see you back. Glad you recovered from camping. I knew going camping in Australia was dangerous. Now it's been confirmed.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Shining Knight. Catch you all later.
Thank you very much, Messi. Greetings, everybody. Hello, Bear.
Hello, Bennett. How are you, mate? Ishan's supposed to be joining us. There he is.
He is indeed. In case you're joining us, welcome on board. And
all right,
we're ready for the ride. Hello, Ishan. We got 5 overs of entertaining cricket here as you come into Colombo's New Zealand versus England. This one's over-pitched by Rehan Ahmed, a new over, 16th over. Played nicely towards the onside and well placed too, with not much of power in that, but giving enough time for them to come back for 2. This partnership crucial for New Zealand. New Zealand have lost 4 wickets with 127 runs on the board. The current run rate is 8.37. The run rate over the last 5 overs is around 9, so they haven't gone berserk. This is Rehan Ahmed, good flight to delivery, and our Archer stopping that at the cover point area of a slash from Phillips. Unfortunately, couldn't prevent it from going out of his hands.
I think he threw it away when he was getting up to try and throw it in. He kind of
with the
gets up. Yeah.
Unfortunate indeed. But here you are. It's Rehan Ahmed who's England making one change. Rehan Ahmed, the leg spinning all-rounder, coming instead of Jamie Overton. And this one's on a fuller length. Mitchell comes dancing down the track and places it towards the long off area, and the batters go through for a single. Mitchell is on 2 and Phillips on 35. New Zealand not making any changes. Would you have thought that they could have made 1 or 2 just to give their bench strength a little bit of a, considering Matt Henry is leaving as well?
What do you mean Matt Henry's leaving?
Oh, this is short and googly. And on the back foot goes Phillips. He pushes this one towards the mid-wicket. The batters go through for a single, 130 for 4. Matt Henry's partner is about to give birth, so he's going overnight for a couple of days after this game, supposedly.
No, I don't think I would. I mean, you're in a tournament now. You want to pick your best team. You've got to win every game now, haven't they, if you're New Zealand? So
Did overpitched outside the off-stump, driven towards the onside, and the batters go through for a single. But bringing in Rehan Ahmed, was it more of a just sussing the nature of the pitch, Bear, you reckon?
yeah, I think they just wanted more spin. I think they think this is a used pitch for a start.
They've got plenty of options already, right?
Yeah, well, never harms to have extra ones, does it?
Short, a leg break, on the back foot goes Phillips, thumps this one, didn't get hold of it, and the batters go through for a single to mark the end of over number 16, 132 for 4, New Zealand.
Ishan, over to you.
Oh, we got a super chat from GC Pornboard. Is that right?
Yep.
It says, does the G refer to Bears cup size?
What's the what?
Does the G refer to the Bears cup size?
What G? GC? I don't know what you're on about. Fuck off.
You know what he means by cup size?
I presume so. Oh, does he mean cup size bra size, or does he mean?
I think he means cup size bra size.
As in box? I don't know, but yeah.
Well, we got Lockie here asking what's the par is for this ground. He has a bad feeling.
That's where we need tone. I have no idea what the par is for this ground. I think it's easier to score at Colombo than it is at Padakelly, as far as I can remember.
Indeed.
We got Nick Vickers here saying, hi Bear, Bennett and Ishan. Hi everyone. Great to see Rehan Ahmed in the wickets.
Yep.
Right. We got a Dim Dawson who will continue to bowl from the other side. Short, on the back foot goes Phillips. Plays it into the deep cover area, and the batters go through for a single. They don't look like they're in any mood to accelerate, Bear, at this moment in time.
Well, yeah, they got another 3 over. I mean, they're looking at 160 minimum, 180 top end. 180 a bit.
6 wickets in hand, Bear.
Yeah, I know. Someone needs to go. But 180 a bit tough score to chase down here, I think.
They're probably very aware of that. They're also aware of losing quick wickets, so they want to steady the ship. These two can hit the long ball, so they're backing that.
Well, we saw Santa can and McConkey can as well, can't we?
Indeed. So outside the off stump, good delivery by Dawson again, cleverly bowling well within himself outside the off stump, varying the pace, asking Daryl Mitchell to fetch it from outside the off. And an inside edge, the ball going towards the short fine leg area, no chance of a run. So just going back, they've lost 4 wickets. The openers got them off to a steady start after a slow start initially. This one's is trying to reverse sweep that one, but the batter well away from the crease. Umpire deciding not to go for that. I mean, Tim Seifert, the over off Jofra Archer, that was a turning point where he got him for a good 15-20 runs.
Yeah, but I mean, he could have been out 3 times in the previous over. It's the fickleness of T20, isn't it? I mean, they scored about 3 runs off the first 9 balls and then just hit a load of sixes.
This one's overpitched and his lofted shot. He didn't get hold of it, and that's gone straight into the throat of Bill Jacks, who seems to be in the action with bat, ball, and on the field. A straightforward regulation catch straight into his throat. He didn't have to move an inch, and with the score on 133 in the 17th over, New Zealand lose their 5th wicket.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
Getting frustrated, and the thing is, it's going to be the same for both sides. You know, New Zealand are going to come at England with about 4 or 5 spinners as well, aren't they? So It's going to be trial by spin. Always slower scoring rates when the pitch is turning. You know, I mean, they got off to a good power play in the end. I mean, they scored 55 off the 6 overs.
Daryl Mitchell didn't look like in control at all. He just scored 3 of 8 balls. In case you're tuning in, welcome here in Colombo, New Zealand versus England, almost like a dress rehearsal of the semi-finals for later on next week. New Zealand won the toss, choosing to bat. 133 for 5. Tim Seifert out for 35. Finn Allen for 29. Rachin Ravindra for 11. Glenn Phillips is still unbeaten on 38. Mark Chapman out for a clumsy 15. He didn't look in control. So did Daryl Mitchell, who has just been out for 3. The new man is the captain and their rescuer from the last game. Santander will certainly come in with a lot of confidence in the bowling. We have Adil Rashid 2 for 23. He didn't have a great first over. He came back strongly. Jacob Bethel also bowled an over, and Rehan Ahmed's got 1 for 16. Liam Dawson's bowled well within himself. He's given away 30 runs in his 4th over now, and he's picked up a wicket. So 133 for 5. The run rate at the moment is just around 8. At this rate, there'll be predicted score is about 160, but they need to up the score back. Where do you think they're going to end up? 190?
No, I don't think they'll get there now. I mean, they could do, but Santa takes a little while to get going, although he hit a lot of 6s against Sri Lanka, didn't he? But I've got a lot of time.
Over pitch driven nicely to the long off area, but the batters decide to take one and not go for the second one. The fielder they are moving swiftly across. There was a different situation last game versus Sri Lanka, where Santana and McConkey came in quite earlier on, around the 11th or the 12th over.
Yeah, and they settled down, didn't they? They had 3 or 4 overs where they just basically knocked it around for 6 and over and then went berserk.
Exactly. Phillips facing up to Dawson, who chucks this one quite on a quicker sort of a 59 miles per hour into the pads, and he tucks it away towards the short mid-wicket area. The batters get 130 for 5 at the over number 17. Ishan, what have we got from our lovely listeners?
And we got 2 super chats from DC Pornbird. Asking, do bears get rest in the dark?
No.
And then he has a 4 on the front of his Y fronts. Well, I'm reading the chat here. So, he was the t-shirt bear. Even I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Anything more, Ishan? What's the other one? The super chat?
Yes, absolutely. We got Matthew Cullen saying, I refuse to believe that a man with as keen a fashion sense as the bear does not know exactly what he's wearing at all times. Clearly, Hendo has spiked his way for something nefarious. And he continues that, saying that it's probably more likely that Bear spiked his own way for something nefarious.
Oh, I know what he might be talking about. He might be talking about this G.
Yeah. It was a G on your t-shirt.
I've just remembered. The missus got me this for Christmas. Gant t-shirt. I don't normally wear such fancy wear normally. It's t-shirts with funky little slogans on from somewhere.
Sorry, Bear.
Wherever.
Just to interrupt you. He's got him. It's Will Jacks with a new over. The price wicket of Glenn Phillips looking to hoik this one. Nicely flighted on off stump. Not much of turn on this occasion. And he cleans him up. Clean ball. So New Zealand all at sea at the moment. 135 for 6. The man out, Glenn Phillips.
Really seemed to take the pace off that one, didn't he? And hung it right up there. He gets good revs on the ball. That's one thing I will say about him. He doesn't have as much control of his line and length as I'd like. But he's certainly on these wickets where there is turn. He gets a lot of action on the ball.
He has improved tremendously throughout the tournament, hasn't he?
Yeah, I guess that's bowling regularly. You bowl more regularly, you get used to the situations. Where you've got to bowl.
He's probably more. He's bowled more than throughout all his career put together, Ben.
Well, I think he does this pretty much, doesn't he? In the blast and the 100 as well. He bowls quite regularly. They use him down at Surrey they bowl him quite a bit, I think.
Yeah, superb addition to the England setup. They're trying to fill the vacuum of Liam Livingstone, and ably done here. Will Jacks has opened the batting for England.
Oh, sorry, new batsman.
Aim for the best, but he's prepared to take much less. It's got to be, Cole McConkey.
Wow, one of the rescue men from the previous game, McConkey. Here he is, Colin McConkey is joined together with his partner of assault in the last game that they brought New Zealand to some respectability. They're in the act together again with just over 2 overs remaining. Jacks with his tail up outside the off stump is looking to glide this one away. He can't really get past third man. It's a good delivery, that one. So England.
Yeah, it's been a good comeback from England, this,
they have been, because they've just steadily not been able to up the run rate, isn't it? But this one's on the leg stump and beautifully swept by McConkey. He beats the short fine leg area and over to the boundary.
It's Nissan Shi. It's Nissan Shi.
A welcome boundary for Colin McConkey.
Yeah, I mean, at one point they were looking at 180. Now I'd say they'll be looking to get to 160.
Yeah, but to answer Loki's previous question, the par score over here is anywhere between 150 and 155, and if you score above 160, you can consider it a comparative target to defend.
Okay.
Jack's ball, this was over pitched, and McConkey watchful. He pushes this one into the covers, and they go through for a single. So in case you're wondering what's going on, this is one of the Super 8 games, but England certainly have booked their berth. New Zealand almost there, unless some magic happens.
Well, yeah.
With Pakistan tomorrow.
Well, also, England, if England chase this down, they chase it down convincingly, it will not, New Zealand's run rate back. Look, it's all to play for New Zealand.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're like me and you don't really understand net run rate, I'm sure they'll just be told what they need to get and when, depending on what they do tomorrow. So
Indeed. So on the back foot goes Sansner, and he pushes this one towards the mid-off, and the batters go through for a single. So this is Super 8 game going on. Is almost like a dress rehearsal in a sense, but we don't know. New Zealand have to make sure they maintain their run rate. Pakistan playing Sri Lanka tomorrow might have an outside chance if they thrash Sri Lanka.
Well, I mean, presumably Pakistan, if they know what they've got to get, will, if New Zealand loses, presumably Pakistan will want to bat second and chase down whatever total. They'll know how quickly they've got to chase it down. So
this one's over pitched and driven nicely towards the extra cover sweeper area, and the fielder picks up, and that's the end of over number 18. Keep those chats coming in, guys, and your comments. 142 for 6. Ishan, what have you got?
Yeah, we got Scott Harrison here asking where Henry was going. I think, Bennett, you mentioned it earlier. Maybe you want to mention it again. Yeah, so Henry's partner is about to give birth in New Zealand, so he's off early hours of the morning back to New Zealand, and he's supposed to be coming back, hopefully in time for the next game. Yeah, well, Haystoke here saying, oh, I'm sorry, but you can go.
Well, no, I was going to say, will they know whether they're playing on Wednesday or Thursday? That's a good, interesting thing, isn't it?
But they've got a few days.
We got Greystoke here saying New Zealand not being able to handle average spin at all does not bowl well for their future.
Well, there's a lot of teams don't handle average spin so well, and especially in this situation, it's not they can't handle spin. You've got to score runs off it, and
but even players from the subcontinent have struggled.
Yes.
Players who you used to playing spin day in and day out, breathing and eating, drinking spin right throughout their career. This one's quicker by Rashid, and McConkey looking to sweep this one. Not able to get hold of that. Is there something happening, guys?
Well, he was walking down a wicket. Was it out? Did he think?
Is he out? Did he?
I don't know. But
was
yeah,
it wide?
It wasn't the end of the over, was it? It was first ball of the over, wasn't it?
First ball of the over. Sorry, viewers, we're just struggling to get the feed in.
No, he was just going to town.
Just going to have a chat. Butler going down the track to talk to his skipper, who met him halfway. So McConkey looking to river sweep earlier. This one's nicely floated and equally well played by McConkey, but in the air and past the extra cover area. It didn't have much impetus on that one, which resulted in McConkey coming back for run number 2. So 144 for 6. New Zealand scraping and barreling the runs. They need more on the total now. They've only got 10 deliveries left. They're behind perhaps by 10-15 runs to where they would have expected a good delivery, but it's a wide. Unfortunately, he was bowling a googly, and this one's short, and although McConkey had moved away, that had gone way outside the leg stump in anticipation of McConkey giving the charge on that occasion. Santana and McConkey have already done the rescue act for New Zealand in the previous game. Can they do it? This one short, quicker through the air. McConkey looking to hoik this one towards the deep square leg area, unable to get bat on ball. Good turn and bounce there, Bear.
Yeah, they half appealed, didn't they? But I think it turned too much.
Indeed. And just 9 balls remaining now. McConkey struggling. Again, this one's a good delivery. I think he can struggling to read the turn, and the pace is being subtly devised in devious manner Adil Rashid, that was hit on his arm, a leg break. He had no clue whatsoever which way the ball was turning. In a bit of conundrum here, Cole McCock. This one's a googly on the leg stump, but this one, he goes for reverse sweep position and plays it towards the deep cover area. And the fielder there had to move around. Phil Salt to pick it up, giving the batters enough time to come back for 2. McConkey on 10. Santner on 2.
That's a good 19th over so far, isn't it? It's only gone for 5.
Very good 19th over indeed, Bear. It's not easy.
Can someone remind me of New Zealand's circumstances right now? Like, do they have to win this game, or will a loss be okay?
No, they don't have to win this game, but if they win it, they've topped the group. They could be on 5 points. So
that means
guaranteed go through.
Okay, so if New Zealand wins today, it's England, because England's already through. It's both of them.
Yes.
England and New Zealand through. But if New Zealand lose and Pakistan, if they lose badly and Pakistan beat Sri Lanka comprehensively, I don't know the exact.
But exactly, as you said, they'll know by tomorrow. That's a great ball.
That was good delivery. Good delivery to finish. Quicker through the air on leg stump, turning away. No chance of a run. He's finished his spell. 4 overs, 2 for 28. What a magical spell from Adil Rashid. What have we got, Ishan?
Yeah, we got Matthew Cullen here saying this innings stinks of a Harry Brook innings of 8 for 4 out stump.
Well, yeah, could be. Could be. He got a ton in the last game. We can give him that. And England are through, you know. They're on a hiding to nothing here. Well, they're not on a hiding to nothing. I mean, if they win it, it's great to go forward. But equally, the pressure's not on England, is it? The pressure's on New Zealand here.
But Bear, I like to see some good games.
Yeah.
Going down to the wire. We're not seeing much, are we?
Well,
even the parade, it's just like,
listen.
you know, it's intense in certain periods, but when you come to the end line, it's just like, you know, it's just one team just goes
Off
away.
and away, Bennett. You know, we've watched the shit. We do one IPL game a week, and for 1 year, it was total bear games every week. One team would get absolutely hammered.
Sorry, Bear. Rehan Ahmed bowling the 20th over. Rather sight here for a leg spinner to bowl the 20th over, but that's the reality here, guys. This one's short. Googly on the back foot goes. Santner thumping it towards extra cover for a 1. Sorry, Bear.
What I will say here is this sort of total is the total where you're always in the game, right? It's not like 190 where you lose 3 wickets in a power play and you're so far behind there's no way of ever catching up. England could lose 3 wickets in a power play, be 30 for 3 after 6 overs and still win this game because it's.
If you look at South Africa, the way they won against West Indies, hold on to that. That's overpitched and McConkey charging down the track and hits this one towards long on. Tom Banton beaten with the awkward bounce and gifts away 3 additional runs as it goes above his head to the boundary. McConkey gets a boundary, 152 for 6. Look rather comical there, Bear.
Yeah, poor bit of fielding.
But it was awkward bounce as Rehan Ahmed bowled him. Quicker leg break. McConkey coming down the track, looking to hoik this one over long on. Didn't get to the pitch of the ball. The leg break turning right into the wickets, and Rehan Ahmed strikes for the second time in this innings as Cole McConkey is gone. Bowled Rehan Ahmed with a score at 152 for 7 with 3 balls remaining.
Another one bites the dust. I think that is going to be out, Fred. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, I think this is one of those totals, Bennett, where England will always be in the game unless they really, really fuck it up. But you know, you could be 6 down with 10 overs to go and Will Jacks could take it over the line, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's one of those sorts of games.
See, but also it's an opportunity for England to stamp their authority, a bit like what South Africa did yesterday. West Indies, from being 6 down or 7 down to the score they went to with Murray Shepherd and Jason Holder, looked like a good competitive score.
Yeah, totally.
But they made a mockery of that.
Yeah, they totally did, didn't they?
Well, that's tapping the authority to say, hey, you know what? Here we are on fire.
Yeah.
So
and that's what England want to do. I mean, it'd be nice to see Butler get some runs finally today. A big opening partnership would be nice today.
Indeed, that almost sort of the little thing that's been a little bit of a problem, isn't it, for the unit? This one's driven powerfully on the onside towards long on, and the batters just get the 1.
Well, to be fair, you know, Salt's got a high 20s and a low 30s in double quick time, admittedly, within 2 overs and then got out. But, I mean, that's kind of his job, right, to get the start going. It's Butler that's been the problem, and then he got his 60 as well. So I mean, you know.
Yeah, but that 60 was very much like unlike Saul kind of innings, isn't it? He really played that very well.
Partly to do with the wickets, though, isn't it, Bennett? I mean, the wickets aren't, you know, coming on nicely to the bat, and there's lots of fast bowlers you can slam about the place.
But that was good to see him because of the depth and play.
Oh, he is capable of it. He's definitely capable of it.
Honestly, Bear, if Butler fires today, I think England will be favourites, if depending on how they go today. This one's Googly on middle and off, turning away, a wild swing and a hoik, nowhere near the ball there when he swung there. See, the difference in the Sri Lankan game was they had pacers being bowled 19th, 20th over, but here they're struggling. Over pitched and lofts this one handsomely right into the stands to end the innings with a 6. Santana gets 9 out of 5, and Ahmed 3 overs, 2 for 28. In case you're wondering what happened, New Zealand won the toss and decided to bat. They made 159 for 7. Tim Sai for 35, Finn Allen 29, Glenn Phillips 39, and in the bowling we had Adil Rashid 2 for 28, Will Jacks 2 for 23, and Ryan Ahmed being brought into the game today in place of Overton 2 for 28. So England needing 159 to win. That's exactly 8 runs and over. Very, very doable, Bear.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's considering what they were potentially facing after 10 overs, they were potentially facing 180, 190. So I think England dragged that back well. You know, the wicket's turning. They've got a lot of spinners too. It's going to be an interesting game. I mean, I hope England. I really kind of want England to get across the line. As I said earlier, I quite like. I still think if it's a close game, and New Zealand will be favourites to go through, their net run rate will drop, but it's considered to be positive, and Pakistan's is negative by half a run, I think. So it'll be tricky for Pakistan tomorrow, but you know they've got a hope, and they'll go into that game, and especially if they can get to bowl first and get a target, which they, you know, say Sri Lanka score 140 and they have to get it in 16 overs or something, we could have an absolute cracker on our hands tomorrow. That's only if England win today, of course.
We could. But on the other hand, I think England as a unit, Bear, I mean, depending on how Butler sort of clicks, I think they've got all the ingredients to make it to the final. Not only that, I think they can go the extra step there. They've got everything there.
They have. I'll go along with that, but what I will put in the mix is it's bloody T20 and anything can happen. I mean, this is it.
That's what T20 is about, isn't it?
Well, exactly that. I mean, look, we all thought India was shoo-ins to win this competition at the start of it. I'm not so sure now. I think South Africa looked the best team. England are up there. West Indies, if they click, could beat India on tomorrow. Is it tomorrow they play? Yeah, India could get beaten tomorrow.
Sunday, yeah.
I mean, that's going to be a fascinating game. The only team that's definitely out is Sri Lanka.
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe are out. Yeah, Zimbabwe are out. You know, I think
at the end of today we'll know whether Pakistan's out as well. So
exactly. We will do, but I'm hoping they're still in it. To be honest, I think England will chase this down. They've played a lot of tight games in this competition so far, and they've got through them all by hook or by crook.
The beauty of that was again like different people standing up, right? With Harry Brook, or if not, it was Salt. Then if both of them fell, Tom Banton had one game where he scored a 50. All of them fell. Sam Curran
did as well.
Jacks.
Yeah.
Will Jacks comes in.
And
so
Will Jacks.
That's
what I mean. Everyone in that top 7 has scored runs, bar Josh Butler, basically.
Exactly.
So everyone can feel confident there. And, you know, it's really nice that Brook got that ton in the last game. He'll be feeling great. And I imagine now that Brook will stay at 3 for the rest of the competition.
Yes, I think he did confirm at the toss that he was batting at 3.
Yeah.
Very tactical move. And again, Jacob Bethel, although he's not scored much, he's looked in good shape.
He scored a few 20s and 30s, hasn't he? He's not really gone on. Oh, he got a 50, didn't he, against Nepal?
He got a 50, he got 150. But he's looked good. He's looked good there.
He has.
He looks scratchy like some of the other batters we saw from the New Zealand setup. But again, New Zealand are a good side too. I mean, they have been decent right along in world tournaments. They come to the party on big occasions silently, slowly but surely. They creep in, and they're there at the party. And this is what it is.
This is it. You know.
And the other thing is South Africa. Their batting strength hasn't been challenged. because they've got a solid middle order with David Miller sandwiched between the two youngsters, Brevis
Well,
and Stubbs.
it was against India, wasn't it? I mean, they were 3 down in the power play against India, and they got themselves to 187, which is pretty good going.
Yeah, no, but after Stubbs, I'm saying.
Oh,
they
right,
haven't
yeah.
anything much, but that's one area where, if quick wickets fall, I mean, Markham's been great, so has the top 5 to support him, but 6, 7, 8 we haven't seen much. But whereas the other sides we've seen, like New Zealand, West Indies, they've all put their hands up at different stages of the game to bring them to sort of some kind of safety or surety. And this is where I think teams that are able to complement one another's skills and do much more than just being a bowler or a batter. India, for example, they're 9, 10, 11. I was saying yesterday, commentary, appreciate you don't leave the bowlers to bat, but in a time where their quick wickets fall, like we've got a Liam Dawson's coming in 7, 8. Adil Rashid coming in at 11, who's got first-class centuries, he can hold the bat. Or Archer can actually swing around for it. But then can Arshdeep Singh, Jasprit Bumrah, or Varun Chakravarti do the same for India? So this is where my kind of thinking is, where the teams that can put their hand up and go all the way are the ones that are going to make it.
Well, exactly. I mean, my point is that those 3 batters could get you the extra 12, 15 runs that get you to a winning total, or get you across the line when you require 18 off the last 2 overs, and you've got a couple of genuine guys who can biff it over the boundary.
Exactly.
Who can actually bat as well. So, yeah. I'd agree with you. I'm not sure England will be favourites. I think South Africa should be favourites currently. I imagine the bookies still have India as favourites, but the 3 teams. Well, I think England and South Africa should be considered finalists.
I'm really, really sad, Bear, because I booked some time away. I'll be in Thailand on Wednesday and all the way in Sri Lanka after that. But unfortunately, I'm going to miss the semis and the finals to be able to watch it live. I'm gutted. But I'll be following it.
Yeah, it'll be there somewhere. Now, if you're over in that part of town, I'm sure you'll be able to find it on a TV in a bar.
I don't think I want to go into Thailand and be watching cricket for the 4 days that I'm there and then to Sri Lanka again. But anyway, I will definitely be following up.
Okay.
That's why I'm making up the lost time.
Any last messages, Ishan? We should have a little break. Not that we're going to have much time.
Yeah, so we've got people kind of on the fence about the total. Some people saying 50 runs too short, disappointing score after a good start. I think that's from an New Zealand perspective. I'm sorry. We also got Banana Brooks here saying England batters, more than one needs to contribute.
Well, in theory that'd be nice, but in practice that's not necessarily the case, as we saw the other night. I mean, no one else scored above. No one had gotten to 30 when we beat. Was it Sri Lanka first time round, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because 100 was it's Pakistan, wasn't it? It was against Pakistan. Brooke got 100. I think Will Jacks was second highest score with 29, but you get across the line. Yeah. So you can do it with one guy getting a big score, or 2 guys getting good scores. I think is especially a total like 160. That's what I will require. England would like a good start. We'll wait and see what happens. Any bets on Butler getting above into double figures?
I think he'll score today.
I hope so. As I said before we came on air, I hope he looks at his handle, where apparently he has "fuck it" written at the top of his handle, and says exactly that to himself, and says, "Don't think about it, just see ball, hit ball, and see where it gets him, because it's not going to matter if he gets out again."
He's too good a player to sort of fail. He's always a big game player, isn't he? He's been there, he's done it, and I'm sure he's kicking himself. He's looked awfully out of form. It's not that some batters, they look good, but still they get out.
Yeah.
I mean, but Butler, look, his feet were not moving. He's looking to feel the ball outside the off stump. So he's like a walking wicket. But
yeah, he doesn't seem to be going through with his shots, does he? He keeps stopping on his shot. That's what I mean. I think he just needs to let it flow and go for it. Right, let's take a little break, because we're only going to get about 5 minutes and they'll be back out. But we shall see you all again shortly, peeps.
See you again. Cheers now.
enjoying it more or less than you expected, Nick?
I think enjoying it more than I expected to. I thought yesterday was a really good day with the super over between Afghanistan and South Africa, and then
double super over,
and then a sort of upset of Windies beating England. I think, I like the big feel that it feels a bit more global, and I think we've maybe just got to slightly readjust our kind of focus. And in the early stages of the Football World Cup, you get Brazil versus Azerbaijan, and no one expects it to be close, but you're kind of whetting the appetite. You're seeing what the teams are offering, and it's a bit of an amuse-bouche, isn't it, for the Super 8s, which I don't really agree with. I'm a big fan of quarterfinals, old school way, and games with jeopardy, but that's a different conversation.
I'm 100%.
Well, there will be games with jeopardy, won't there, when it comes to the Super 8s, because whoever wins the first game has only got to win one more, but then, if you win one, lose one, and every team does that, then the last game's all... And presumably, the last games in each Super 8 will be played at the same time as well, won't they? Is that going to be how the way it works? I suppose you can't really fix it like you can football.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that, Bear, because, like the ICC have consistently put sort of profit over product or unfairness. So, I would be surprised if they are.
Yeah, I don't think it matters so much in cricket because, everyone, you either win or lose, don't you? But no one wants to lose. So, it could come down to everyone needs to win their last game in a group. You win one, you lose one, everyone does cricket, that.
You either win or lose, or you have a Super 8.
Well, you've got 3 games in the Super 8s, haven't you? So you could win one, lose one, and everyone could win one, lose one, and then basically everyone whoever wins their last games, it could all come down to run rate, blah, blah, blah. Although 2 teams go through, so if everyone's doing that, then 2 teams will have 2. The other 2 will only have 1 win, won't they? So,
can we go back to England for a moment?
Yeah.
Just out of interest. Because, limped through or scraped through against Sri Lanka, just as they did against...
Sri Lanka, you mean Nepal?
Sorry, Nepal. I beg Nepal's pardon. Is spin our kryptonite? Against the West Indies, 6 wickets fell for 96 in 12 overs of spin. And we slumped on a turning slow pitch from 131 for 4 to 166 all out. It just feels like you could forgive scraping through against Nepal, but then against the West Indies, frankly, I guess they were relying on dew that never really did materialise, and I guess that's the law of sod. I think they need to employ Messi as dew consultant. But they were poor. England were poor and seemed to get everything, just pretty much everything wrong.
I fucking hate this discussion because I don't think it is. Again, I think it's T20 cricket, right? I mean, the fact is they were poor. Adil Rashid should have caught Rutherford, dropped him, fucking dolly. He went on to score another 30-40 runs. And the fact is, although we were 4 down, and yes, everyone can bat, you only have a certain amount of power hitters, right? With 4 down, you basically had Sam Curran and Will Jacks, who were the proper batsmen who were left in the side once they were out. And at that point, you're chasing 11, 12 and over. It's not a question of they're shit against spin. It's a question of you've got to score 12 and over against spin. You can't just knock it in the gap and hit a single. You haven't got time. It's not an ODI. You can't play yourself in, catch up, and then go. You've got basically go from the off. You get it wrong, which is very possible in short form cricket. You skew it up in the air and someone catches you. There's 5 men out on the boundary. I mean, in that sense, it's a bit of a lottery when you're chasing down a big score. Everyone says, "Oh yeah, chasing down 200 is easy." Fucking ain't easy. Scoring at 10 and over for 20 overs, even though you've got 11 batsmen, is never going to be easy. Doesn't matter how good you are, because you only have to make 1 mistake in cricket and you're out. You don't get second chances.
I think it's sort of weirdly...
It's the way it goes.
It's weirdly odd that the first... you go back to the 24 World T20 and, ifs and buts and maybes, but Scotland were battering the ball all over the West Indies. And then it rained, and England got a point out of that. Nepal, we just squeaked through, but, it's a bit like Manchester City playing...
Don't say Liverpool.
No. I'm trying to think of a team that's even worse than that. Scunthorpe.
Watford.
I don't know. Yeah, fair enough. Scunthorpe, and it's 0-0 until the 94th minute, and they get one on the break. But Nick, where do you stand? I mean, to me, so Bears are all in on the it's T20, anything can happen. It's all going to be fine. I'm a bit more in the, I just see worrying signs of England, not being as good as they think they are, if I'm honest. Where do you stand on that one?
We're into the...
Right, we're back. All right, I am actually Nick B because he had to run off, and of course Tone didn't redo any rotors. So,
there you go. Well, Tony's had to redo so many with me off sick.
I know. I think he's lost the will to live, to be honest. But then,
Tony is.
Yeah,
it's tough going when there's a game or sometimes 2 games a day. It really is.
Absolutely. Right, well, Matt Henry has bowled very well recently, it has to be said. His opening spell against Sri Lanka the other night, where he got Patton Nasanka in the first or second ball of the innings, nipped back, nibbled, and England are going to have to be careful.
He got 2 and got 2 early wickets and didn't need to bowl again.
No, I can see Phil Salt falling to Matt Henry quite easily.
I'd have 3 slips.
Oh no, bowled.
Oh, bowled, yeah, could be that as well.
Through a massive gate. Right, we are ready to go. We'll have some jingles shortly. Phil Salt is going to face that first ball from Matt Henry. Oh, it's down the leg side though. Oh, fuck off, he's appealing for LBW. Nonsense.
And of course, immediately the Bear is into the explicit lyrics advisory.
Yeah.
Here is the Phil Salt jingle. If you have children or people of sensitive disposition, shut your ears now.
Terrible, Phil Salt. Fuck off! Get out of my fucking England side! Twat! Can't field now. Jesus Christ!
You can only use that one as an incentive for so long.
Well, until the end of the World Cup. That one is guided off the outside edge, but it went down to third man. I'll get back for 2.
I just like it. I just like that one. I mean, I do think it would shock you first thing in the morning, but brilliantly
it's
put.
peak Bear, isn't it?
Well, it's peak Bear,
it was
brilliantly put together by Mogg.
It was, but I mean, it was after a string of about 6 no scores, wasn't it? And I think that was after he dropped a catch in the deep or fielded terribly a situation in a game. I think it was just before we went to Sri Lanka. Matt Henry is in. Oh, there you go. Oh, he didn't get an edge to it. Had a big waft at it though, did Phil Salt, and it swung away quite nicely.
Right, as I say, he played that line and it moved away slightly, didn't it? He plays a bit straighter than Tim Seifert. I'll give him that.
What, Phil Salt?
Yeah.
Only marginally.
Yeah, but he's not quite as... He's a little bit more...
I mean, that was a golf swing.
Orthodox to watch, attractive to watch, I would say, than Seifert.
That was a big golf swing. Anyway, he didn't get out. England 2 for none. Henry in. Oh, that one's... Is that out?
I think it is. I think it is.
There you go. I told you it wouldn't last long against Matt Henry.
Little while. Oh, dear. He cannot play the ball that moves.
No.
At all.
He cannot at all.
And so if you get a good bowler like that up top and you've got slip, at least one slip, then you've got every chance, haven't you?
Absolutely. It's nibbled off the seam, swung a little bit in the air. I thought that was just swinging after it had gone past the bat, to be honest, but clearly he got something on it.
Well, why change the habit of an innings? This is what the Bear has to say about that.
Yeah.
Fuck off! Just fuck off!
Yeah, none of you kind dismissal for that rubbish.
No, exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, that wasn't very good, was it?
No, he's quite dangerous at top, Matt Henry. He's got to survive his 2 overs. I think it's worth almost playing him out, not trying to take too many chances, really. I know you've got to try and score in a power play, but as I said before we went off air, 160 I don't think is a massive target. If you play this right, you can chase it down later.
Just feel the ball on bat a couple of times.
Exactly
this is, to me, that's the kind of crucial thing. Anyway, we wondered whether this was going to be considered a regular thing now, with the new batsman coming to the crease. But unfortunately, oh no, here we go. I was looking for another jingle.
Oh, the ball, he tries to slug it, but gets out like a flog. Oh, if Harry only had a brain. And when he gets out to the middle, all their plans turn into piddle. If only Harry Brook had a brain.
Look, I know he played brilliantly the other day.
Uh-huh.
He was superb, coming in at number 3 after 1 ball. He's coming in at number 3 after 4 balls now. Bit like he's getting to feel what Joe Root must have felt over the years. I'll come back to that after this ball.
Well, Matt Henry is going to bowl to Harry Brook, who goes across his stumps and drives nicely. See, that's what you would never get out of Phil Salt. A little bit of foot movement, get in line, play it up, back down where it came from.
Yeah, I mean, Phil Salt is no foot movement by default. Harry Brook is no foot movement, particularly when he chooses it and feels like he's in good nick. I'm just trying to look for that piece that it just made me want to scream slightly off the BBC website.
Matt Henry, last ball of the over, down the wicket comes Brook, and he misses it. He misses the stumps and misses the bat, and it's through the keeper, and there's no run, and it's a dot ball. 2 for 1. England are after 1.
Leah says that cacophony is music to my ears. I'm assuming that's the jingle that was just played. Salt will grind one out. Now, just to an IG spot, says Mr. P. Well, he didn't. So Mr. G Spot is sitting there quite satisfied with himself.
This G is for OG. I am the OG.
Yeah, but where's the O?
Well, it's not there. You see, you have to imagine it.
Right, this is it. Sorry, I just want to interrupt because I say the piece by Matthew Henry, presumably not that Matt Henry, on the BBC website. The day Brook showed he is an England leader.
Oh, Christ.
I mean, having slated him all, it doesn't just turn around.
Just like that.
It can do, but it doesn't. And I don't
just because he made a run.
Yeah, it came off, and he did well. But I haven't read the whole thing to know whether it was that he was asked whether it was his decision or whether it was something that.
I think it was suggested by Baz McCullum, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, and they've been
did he actually apologise for lying then? Is that what he did? Because then he might be showing a bit more leadership. But no.
Well, Joss Butler is going to face Lockie Ferguson. Is going to bowl the first over from the other end. Does the old shoulder wiggle. Gets right across, can't beat the fielder, and there is no run.
Well, he started to come down the wicket to Lockie Ferguson then.
He did a little bit.
And it almost played a forward defensive, but his bat was up, sort of almost above his waist as he played it. This is his jingle.
Pryor ain't no loss, 'cause we found someone Sutler. Okay, he can't spell Joss, but he also can't spell Butler. Joss Butler. Just because he is Joss Butler.
It's gone. Didn't make it to the end of his jingle. Jesus Christ. Butler goes. England are 2 for 2.
Well, he tried to do much the same thing, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he was trying to run it down at third man, wasn't he?
Well, I was just about to say he's got 15 runs from his last 4 innings in this tournament after 2 double-figure scores to start with. And he's not added to that. So 15 off the last 5 at an average of 3.
Wow. Got a couple of scores at the beginning of the tournament.
Well, not scores.
27 and 21.
Yeah, not very many. Anyway, England are in, as the Bear used to say,
the shit.
Slightly.
This a fucking rain.
Indeed, indeed. They enjoyed that one, the crowd.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
Another thing on the BBC is Alex Hartley saying you can't drop Joss Butler, he just needs to smash one through the covers and he'll be away. And I know what she means. I do know what she means, in a sense. But
how long?
Well, exactly. And well, when you've got a record like Butler's had, it's so difficult because you're always thinking he will come good, but will he?
But will he? And I guess the other option is you bring in Duckett, don't you? And
well, yeah. Anyway, out to the middle comes this man who's got a bit to do.
Jacob Beatles, born in Barbados, now he plays for the English team. They say that he is an all-rounder, but that remains to be seen.
Well, Well, he's had innovation only 75.
Well, now I think he's struggled in this tournament against the spinners. He's not been sort of got out by tremendous balls. He's got
himself out a few
he's
times.
top-edged a couple of sweeps, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, the last one he swept really nicely, but straight to square leg. The amount of times we've seen people hit balls really nicely straight to square leg, get out of court is, I can think of 7, 8, 9 times in this tournament so far. Lockie Ferguson is in. It's onto the pads of Bethel. Don't think he got any bat on it. It'll be a leg by. There's an angry-looking English fan.
He's got a bit of grubby in him, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does a little bit.
A bit of grubby there. Hasn't got the pawn moustache.
Pink cheeks and the ruddy nose after a night on the town.
Yeah.
Sorry, Grubs.
He's probably walked.
We haven't seen Grubby the entire tournament, have we?
Where's the Grubster?
Yeah.
He's too busy doing podcasts these days.
Is he?
Well, he's got one. He's got a music one, and he's got a. I saw on LinkedIn. He's got some sort of podcast where he interviews business leaders.
Oh, is that actually paid? Is he doing that for somebody? Down the track comes Brooke at Ferguson. He gets followed, gets an inside edge. I don't think it can, is Shodi? I think it's Sodi at a man on 45. Can't quite beat him. That was quick, 91 miles an hour.
He's got a nice rhythm actually, Lockie, here.
Yeah. He's another good bowler when he's on it.
Yeah, but he can go.
He's another one who can go because he bowls so fast. Yeah. Was trying to do the old inside out over the covers. Shodi must be knocking on a bit now, eh?
Yes, yeah. He's putting a bit of timber on as well.
Yeah, he is. Late life timber. We all know about that one. Dropped by Bethel. Down towards backward point. Glenn Phillips is there, and it will be no run.
One more wicket and it's over then, Bear, in the power play?
Well, theoretically, yes. But as I was saying to Bennett earlier, I think the target at 160 is rebuildable too. Give yourself a shout at the end. Pretty much if you've got batters in hand.
There's a big edge there that
that
Butler
fishing
got.
At it, isn't he?
And whereas I would say that the Salt one was much thinner.
Well, yeah, Butler seemed to be trying to guide it down that way. Oh my word! I thought that bounced onto his stumps and then down to the boundary. But he's on inside edge, back and slice, lovely. And it's 4 runs down to fine leg, 8 for 2 after 3, I think, or 2.
It's me, Sanshi. It's me, Sanshi.
I mean, that really zipped through, didn't it?
Yeah,
it did, didn't it?
Wow.
Ghost Rider had said before Joss was out, come on Joss, read your bat handle and go for it. If he gets going, you can tear most slaves to shreds. What it made me think of was actually Maxwell, because he's been going for getting nothing. And Australia keeps saying, oh, he's got it in him, got to look at where he might go. He just hasn't. And I think the line has to be drawn at some stage.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I also think that England, I mean, there was a time over the last 2 or 3 years where it was Butler or bust, wasn't it? But I think actually the side has looked good. Banton's looked good. Jacks has looked good. Jacks can open as well. That's down the leg side. Will be a wide.
And having Brooke and Bethel there really gives much more upside.
Well, exactly. It's like the new order is coming through. So maybe they can, finally, maybe Joss Butler should retire from international T20s.
Do you know, I wouldn't be entirely
surprised if he did. He's nearly 36 now, isn't he?
Yeah. He might go before he's pushed, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Stay on the international circuit, the ILT20, that sort of stuff.
IPL, I guess.
Get paid for a few more years. Henry in again to Harry Brooke. That's a decent ball. Well defended by Brooke. So you wouldn't see Phil Salt doing
it
that.
had to be well defended because it was such a probing delivery, wasn't it? It was quick, it was straight, it was probably nibbling a little bit.
Jay's got a suggestion. He says, if England do well, can people tattoo "fuck off" on Hendo's head?
Yeah.
That's not very
on
nice.
his forehead.
Yes.
I don't think he'd go with that, funnily enough.
No.
If England do well. I mean, I'm expecting
Henry
England
in.
to do well.
Oh my word! He's trying to beat all ramp. He tried to beetle ramp to Brooke. Just fell over and let the ball hit him.
Is that new? Did you make that up?
I made that up because he rolls on his back like a beetle with his feet in the air.
I think it's an excellent description.
It is a good description, actually. But is it a particular beetle? Is it the stag beetle?
No, it's any beetle, because you put a beetle on its back and they just tend to flap around with their legs in the air. They can't turn themselves over, can they? So
could it be a ladybird?
Could be. They're a bug. They might be able to flap their wings open and tip themselves over, though. I don't know.
It's a Ringo, because it doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
Matt Henry coming in, third ball of the over. Oh, that's a fucking cracker of a delivery. It's gone away off the seam, a little bit of movement in the air. New ball is dangerous. Brooke somehow misses that. It goes through to Seifert behind the stumps. There's no run.
I mean, there's very, very few times when you watch Matt Henry bowl now when he isn't on it.
Yeah.
He's just developed into an absolutely brilliant bowler.
That's going to be interesting when he comes over here for the test matches, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he was here. He got hit, didn't he, by Bairstow in 2022?
Yeah.
On the final day at Trent Bridge, at the beginning of Bazball, and but apart from that,
with a red ball in his hand on a cheeky wicket, it could be quite lethal. Oh, nearly a run out.
Wow.
Brooke plays it into mid wicket. It's a little bit wide of Daryl Mitchell's a mid wicket. He sort of hairs off down the track. I think Bethel was like that. He had to turn back. Throw been a direct hit. Still think he'd have been back.
He'd almost gone too far, hadn't he?
He had almost gone too far. Just about back.
I would say so. Yeah.
Had the ball hit the stumps.
Tight though.
Very tight.
Another half step, and it would have been.
Well, England were favourites, weren't they? No, that was 31%.
That was at the outset of the game.
Oh right, okay. Henry in last ball. He's got that over the top. Finally gets one of these shots away. Advances down the track. I love the way he goes outside leg stump. He's not trying to pull everything. He likes playing over the offside and clouts that one over cover to the boundary for 4.
Just four.
I mean, he knows it's a free shot, really.
Yeah,
if he gets to it, or gets close enough to it.
There's always space out there.
There's nothing wrong with the ball. It's a perfectly good length. You know, you can miss hit quite easily and you'll still get 4 for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, look at that bat. It's like a fucking tree trunk, isn't it? Yeah. Last ball of the over. Oh my word. He's flipped that. Has he got that? Jesus Christ. How the fuck did that happen? It looked like he got himself in completely the wrong position. He's kind of flicked it, like almost like a sweep, but he one bent knee and kind of straight. But he's flicked it with his wrists. It's gone way up in the sky. And it's hit the top of the G on the Google advertisement on the electric scoreboard. It's gone miles.
That's an
extraordinary shot.
That is just because it's all wrist, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like
all
he's
wrist.
helping it exactly, but
it's hit the top of the scoreboard, basically.
That is silliness.
That is extraordinary.
That's outrageous.
That really is. It's one of these.
So.
Well, I guess he's feeling pretty good after the other night. Could he get 200s in a row?
No.
Okay.
Although, you see, what I would say is that quite often you can have a great innings and the next day you get overconfident and...
well, yeah, I was thinking that, but now he's faced 9 balls, so it might be okay. That was hit straight back down the ground off Lockie Ferguson by Bethel. He'll get himself 4.
That is the definition of a strapple, I believe.
Well, kind of, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually, maybe a bit of a disservice there. He's actually played that more or less with a straight bat. Incredible punchy power from that position.
Well, we both really like Bethel, don't we? So.
I love him.
So all that excitement drowned out a super chat from the Pawn Bot. Send us $5. It says, are England doing this on purpose so we get a Hendo rant?
Well, I'm not going to rant because England are through the semi-finals.
Absolutely.
And, it doesn't really matter because we don't know who they're going to play.
Whipped off his hip by Bethel down to long leg, really, and he'll get himself a single. Chapman down there.
Super chat cash, super chat cash, super chat cash.
I am aware that I owe my paying public of 2 people a Hendo rant. I've been busy with a few other things right now.
Well, so have I. So half of your audience is busy as it is.
You don't know, Messi. I'm never going to write another thing. I've already banked it. I've banked the years.
Well, it does mean that the ones I've got are very, very valuable.
Oh, that's a slower full ball at Brook. And you can only play it up to mid-on, and there is no run.
That wasn't far off a no ball.
Yeah, it wasn't that far off a no ball. I think it was dropping. Slower ball. It was only 76 miles an hour.
Jay says, Robbie interviews business leaders, confirming all my anti-ad man prejudice.
Yes, I think so. I mean, it may be people within the advertising field, as opposed to just any old random business leader. But
Brook facing up Lockie Ferguson. He's trying to ramp it again. Is the pill for every hour? I think he got a bat on it before it went into his pads. And I think it was well outside the off stump. Well outside the off stump.
I have to say, though, I mean, the position that he was in, I'm not sure you could say he was outside the off stump. It's difficult to know what part of his pad it hit. And those are the most difficult ones for umpires to give, because he's almost sort of...
well, he's assuming
he's
almost
he's almost in the beetle position at this point. No, that is well outside off stump. You're quite right.
It might have been under edge onto pad anyway.
Yeah.
It's not a high percentage shot, is it?
Not really. Not really.
But he knows there's no one out there, so if he gets it over, then he gets 4 runs, doesn't he? Gives himself room, slaps that with venom through the offside. Just gave it the big heave-ho. Backed away outside leg stump. Lockie Ferguson tried to follow him, but it was absolutely belted out to the cover boundary for 4 runs.
I mean, how quickly does that disappear off the bat?
Very.
Bang.
I mean, it's airy for a while, but I won't want to get in the way of it and try and catch it.
Yeah, you did wonder whether someone like Glenn Phillips might be there.
Just snaffle it up. And that was the last ball of the over. How come we're having another one? According to the thing on the bottom, anyway. Very strange. We seem to have had 7 balls in that over. But, I don't know. Unless one of them was a wide earlier, I don't think it was.
Yeah, we did have an extra ball. Because, 4-1, ... 4. And then another ball.
And then another ball. Very weird.
That is odd.
That's fucking odd. So, Tim Wilton Davis says, USA men's ice hockey player Brady Tkachuk has distanced himself from an AI-enhanced White House video in which he appears to disparage Canadians, saying those words would never come out of my mouth. Yeah, this has gone to another level of fantasy. The White House putting out videos of other people saying stuff that they haven't said is just...
It's wrong.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
They should be suing them.
I don't know.
That's what they do in America. Everyone sues everybody.
We've moved into a surreally bad place.
It's getting to the point where anyone can make up anything, put it out there, and then you have to deny it, isn't it?
Change your bowling.
Yeah,
it is changing
bowling. It was ever thus, but
but now it's a lot easier.
Now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's short and pulled. But unfortunately, straight at Rapchin Ravinder is at mid wicket. The bowler is number 7.
Yes, it is.
Santner baby, get some drift into the pads for me. Been an awful good Kiwi. Santner baby, and dart them in quickly tonight.
Well, that wasn't darted in quickly. It was floated up. And he bunted it down to mid-on, but he stopped because he thought that Santner might field off his own bowling. Once it got past him, he legged it, and it was still looking a bit iffy down to mid-on because he basically stopped a little bit. If he'd gone straight away and Santner had fielded it, he'd been out. He had to let it wait for it to go past him. Darryl Mitchell had a shot at the stumps. He was in, though.
Oh, it's quite interesting how late Brook went finally as well.
Yeah.
Because he might have been a little bit worried that Santner was going to stop it. And then he just got his head down and raced to the other end.
What's he going to do against spinners? Brook facing up. What we did see today, that's down leg side. They do go for the leg by. There is a vacant mid wicket and there's no run.
1 run.
1 run, sorry. That was a leg by, I think.
It was a leg by, yeah.
The thing is, isn't it, the slower they bowled today, the harder it was.
Yeah, and Santner's such a skillful bowler these days.
Yeah, he's really come on, isn't it?
Oh, it really has, yeah.
Is he back in the test side now as their spinner?
Yeah, well, he has been.
He has been.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think he had a really good tour of
India, didn't he? Yeah. Santa, down the track comes Bethel. Realises he doesn't get there, and instead of throwing his head in the air and trying to smash it somewhere, he actually covers up, plays it back to the bowl, and there's no one. England recovered somewhat from 2-2 for 30 for 2 after 4.4.
Yes.
Lockie Six is deep in his bottle of rum, I think. He says Hendo and Samantha are the captain and Tennille of 2026.
Tennille.
Sweat. And got caught up in Bethel and just dropped out. Captain and what?
You must remember the captain and Tennille.
Tennille?
Captain Tennille. Tony Tennille and a bloke called the Captain. Forget what his name was now. I quite like some of their songs, actually.
No, I've never heard of them.
Oh, yes. No, I wouldn't imagine it's your
Good
sort
one, Lockie. Thank
sort
you.
of-
I like that.
Sort of
Never heard of him. No, I don't even know what he's talking about. Santa. Reverse swept this time. Does beat the infield. That's a good shot. Picked it off middle stump, really. But well played. 34 for 2. That's a 4.
There's not one boy for me, I must have 2 or 3, I need 4.
Yeah, I think the important thing was that he found the gap there. It was in the air. It's certainly catchable height for a cover fielder had he been in the way of it. But
I think we're done.
We are done.
Who's on?
I think it's 3 people on Zoom.
Right.
Bennett, William and Nick.
Nick's not here. Ishan's taking Nick's place.
There you go.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys.
But I don't
the
think
game.
Ishan's there, is he?
Ishan's in the waiting room, he says. I
right.
haven't got access.
Fantastic. In case you're wondering what's going on here, England on the charge. They're 34 for 2 over number 5. In a bit of bother. They've lost both their openers. The out of form Butler out without troubling the scorers. He looked like he was getting in line with the ball better than how he was in the previous innings, but he was out without scoring. Phil Salt out for 2 off a jaffer of a delivery from Matt Henry, who yet again got a wicket in his first over. 34 for 2 off 5, and it's McConkey goes his first over, and this one's on the leg stump, tickled away by Harry Brook towards the deep square leg area, and the batters go through for a couple. Hello Ishan and hello William.
Hey, hi.
Welcome both.
Hello. Good, thank you.
Let's rock and roll for the next 5 overs, guys. Listeners, viewers, wherever you are, welcome. It's Bennett, Olagosegaram, William, Munt and Ishan Atawale who are on along with me with social and the summarizing. This one's on the leg stump, tucked away towards the square leg area by Brook, and the batters go through for another quick single. 38 for 2, 122 needed from 88 balls, and this partnership will be crucial. England packed with steady all-rounders who are capable with the bat. We got batting all the way through with Adil Rashid coming in at 11, who's also a capable batter. So a keen tussle here between bat and ball, Ishan.
Yeah, it's a bit like I mean, when I was on for the last stint, there was someone in the chats who was continuously saying that New Zealand's bowlers aren't up to the mark and England's batting depth will all take it over. And that might be true on a very ideal day, but there aren't too many ideal days. If you're an English fan, a collapse is very, very, very well on the cards.
Exactly. McCankey bowls this one's fuller length, and he goes for the reverse sweep Brook, and unable to get it past Matt Henry, who's at short third man. No chance around. Matt Henry flying back to New Zealand in the early hours of the morning to be with his wife, who's expected to give birth, and hopefully he'll be back again in time, provided New Zealand qualify. McConkey is 35 years old. He's been wielding the willow and doing the hard yards in the local setup. New Zealand certainly picking the players more on merit in terms of their local setup. They trust their local setup. On the back foot goes Brook to a short delivery and thonks this one over the extra cover area for a welcome boundary. We don't have anybody in the studio at the moment, so we won't have any jingles, guys. If in case you're wondering, you can listen to us. We'll try to make it as sweet as honey for you, Ishan, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think all eyes over here will be on Harry Brook. I feel like he has done... Okay.
This one's on the leg stump. Harry Brook dancing away towards the onside and giving himself room to play that on the offside. Harry Brook picks up a single. Harry Brook's last innings was innings to remember, isn't it? the way he was playing those shots, boys, it's just unbelievable. What do you think?
Yeah,
William?
Go on.
Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, especially on a pitch that the other batters seem to struggle on. Yeah, he made it look a lot simpler, and it definitely plays some eye-catching shots. Yeah,
and it looks batting so simple, Ishan. Hold that on the back foot again. Bethel equal to the task as he gives himself room on the leg side and thumps this one past the extra cover area for another boundary as the expensive first over by McConkey comes to an end. He's given away 13 runs. England 47 for 2. What have we got, William?
we have got Jay Grover, Tony, and the captain. What I fear that, which I do not understand. Everything. Greystoke. If you don't get threatened in Vegas, you haven't left your hotel room. Eric J. Fear and Jothing, and Jay Grover, and they won't let me into the country. Shame. And a question probably for you two here from Gabe Owners. Can you guys discuss the scenario if New Zealand loses? I'm very curious to find out if New Zealand can still make it to the semis in case of a loss. 159 is not an imposing total, and in that, Lockyer has replied, if New Zealand lose, Australia goes through, which, as we all know, Australia has been knocked out. So if you just want to
if New Zealand lose today, they still have a chance to qualify by virtue of run rate, and then it depends on the game tomorrow, because Pakistan play Sri Lanka tomorrow, and that game and the manner in which Pakistan, if at all they beat Sri Lanka, comes to the equation. But Sri Lanka beat Pakistan tomorrow, then New Zealand will go through. However, if Pakistan beats Sri Lanka convincingly and New Zealand lose to England badly today, Pakistan have a chance to qualify. So there are a lot of ifs and buts. And again, the semi-final process is a shootout. So it's not like the IPL where the losers still have a chance to come back. So you lose the game and you're out. It's a knockout, and then basically the top position team on Group A will play number 2 in Group B, and vice versa. So that's how it's going to be. So it's more of a scheduling process that's actually yet to be defined, because South Africa almost certainly through, and from that sense we can take it from there. So a bit of a delay in here, but just to give you a quick summary of what's happened. New Zealand won the toss and deciding to bat first, scored 159 for 7. The main scorers were Tim Seifert 35, Finn Allen 29, Glenn Phillips 39, and the bowling, we had a couple of wickets each for Rehan Ahmed and Adil Rashid. Rehan Ahmed coming to the team today in place of Overton. The only change for England, Will Jacks picked up 2 good wickets, 2 for 23. Will Jacks looked really good, boys. He looked really good, didn't he, Ishan?
Yeah, Will Jacks, I mean, I'm kind of biased here when I say I remember he used to play for the RCB in the IPL, and RCB is my team. He wasn't really that great, so maybe it's a bit of bias that got in the way. But I feel like when it comes to playing for his country, he's one of those that he just can't take out of the team.
Yeah.
In terms of his all-round capability, the fact that he adds an extra layer with his spin as well.
Yeah. And I think he's going to be one of those like a Moeen Ali kind of situation, where Moeen Ali was more of a top order batter who batted from 1 to 9 right up to the test innings in all the different positions. They converted him to a spin bowler, but he was able to adapt, and he went on to play for a long time for England in all 3 formats. Jacks has been backed. In spite of failures, he has been backed. The confidence has been given to him by the think tank of the English team. On the back foot goes Brook and pushes this one into the cover area. This is a Michelle Sansonai over, and the batters go through for an easy singles. Just to give you 112 runs needed in 83 balls. The current run rate is 7.78. The required run rate is just over 8. Very much doable, Ishan.
Yeah, I feel like the only problem that from an England setup is the fact that they've lost the 2 wickets. I feel like even if they did take it slow a little bit in the power play, it's still a pretty gettable target. But
indeed,
2 wickets are not good.
Mitchell Santner flies this one, using the pace of the delivery, and he goes on the front for Jacob Bethel, not able to play it away. A good bit of purchase and turn, and certainly the captain's reading the game, reading the pitch really well. Rehan Ahmed being brought in to strengthen the spin department, along with the 3 regular spin bowlers that we have. Short this time on the back foot, rockets Jacob Bethel, and he plays his trademark pull towards the square leg area for a single. Santana is a shrewd contriver. He has played for a long time. He knows, a bit like Adil Rashid, he knows what the game's all about, isn't it, Ishan? So he's using his experience to his benefit. As Santana bowls this one again, this is pushed nicely back past the bowler, but Santana equal to the task. He's got himself all messed up with a lot of dust as he almost crawls across the turf with his lanky, wiry kind of figure, jumps and prevents the ball from going away and possibly stopping a single. A good tight over, just 2 runs coming off the 3 ball. Santana with a very awkward action, but we got used to seeing him bowl this way. He crouches to the crease, bowls well within himself, flighted with a nice loop. On the back, on the front foot goes Harry Brook. Respectfully plays it back to the bowler, no chance of run. Last ball of the week, can he end this well? Over pitched and swept nicely to the deep square leg area. The batters get 3 runs coming off a Santana over. At the end of over number 70, England chasing 160 to win, 50 for 2. What have we got, William Munt?
Kind of some further questions on the net run rate thing. Gabe Owens again. So if New Zealand lose today and Pakistan wins against Sri Lanka, then does Pakistan go through, or net run rate still the condition on which New Zealand and Pakistan go through? And so for that one, like we were saying, if New Zealand lose today, then they can still go through. And Loki here is very confident. 99% Pakistan will not qualify. And then Shining Knight here. I reckon England are cruising now. New Zealand not really able to get them out. And then Yankee with regards to Loki, 100% unlikely. Don't know where you got the 1% chance. And Kiwi off grid, New Zealand are almost guaranteed to go through.
Fantastic, guys. Keep them coming in again. We do not know the gravity of the nitty-gritties of how this will turn out to be, but this is just all in theory. As we see another bowling change, another one of the spinners coming on, and this is great, beautiful bowling change as he flights this one on. Glenn Phillips and Harry Brook trying to lift this one over long off, not able to get a hold of it, hits it straight into the hands, straight into the throat of the fielder there. He didn't have to move a single inch, the fielder there on that occasion, and that marks the end of a short and breezy knock for Harry Brook, and England have lost their 3rd wicket. Harry Brook caught by Darryl Mitchell. He's got bucket hands, he's a very safe fielder. Off the bowling of Glenn Phillips's first delivery, just like Ryan Harmon getting a first delivery off his first over. 50 for 3 in the 8th over. William.
Yeah, I think kind of at the moment I'm feeling obviously probably the deciding factor will be how New Zealand manage it in the field really. I'm kind of thinking obviously 'cause I think Harry Brook did quite well in terms of not over bowling the seamers, and obviously New Zealand have got spinners who they can bowl, so I think that will kind of be quite a key factor. So I mean, obviously we've kind of seen that the seam obviously seems a lot easier to play, and so that's why, like you said, bringing on Glenn Phillips seems to be a good move at the moment. And obviously, it's got the wicket off the first ball. So
and again, Ishan, so England, do they try to stamp their authority like South Africa did, or do they just try to go for the win and play within themselves?
I'd say, I mean, obviously, because it does not depend too much on them qualifying right now, the win of this game. I'd still say that they do have a few wickets in hand. Plus, I feel like the target is still gettable. It's not a 200-plus score, which is nigh on impossible on this pitch. But I feel like with the target of 160, they could take it a little bit easy over the next couple of overs, try to get a good partnership between Banton and who's on the non-striker.
Tom Banton is the new batter in, and he's had one great knock in this tournament, and he's failed in most of the other outings. So Ben Duckett is also in the squad. He was preferred to Ben Duckett after Ben Duckett missed out due to injury in the first couple of games, and Banton certainly proving his credentials with a couple of good innings. The next one's played into the covers by Tom Banton. No chance of a run. A bit of turn on the next one as Glenn Phillips drops it short, and Banton spaces it towards a deep square leg area, and the batters go through for a quick single. 51 for 3. The required run rate gone up to close to 9 now. They got 7 wickets intact. Glenn Phillips, you cannot keep him away from the action, can you? Apparently he keeps wickets as well. An outstanding fielder who can bowl more than handy off spin, a brilliant batter, and he is one of those Jacob Bethel-like players for New Zealand. Wiry, always there. He's an excellent fielder, outstanding. This one's over pitched on the leg stump. He always wants to be a part of the game. This is tickled away towards the short fine leg area, and the batters go through for a single. So batters to come after this. We've got a heavy batting lineup to follow. England batting rather deep. Sam Curran, the all-rounder who didn't have much to do with the ball. Will Jacks, who's taken England out of the woods many a times in this tournament. This one's outside the off stump. This one's beautifully played. He's picked the gap between deep square leg and deep mid wicket and picks up a welcome boundary for England to move the score to 56 for 3. Nice looking shot there, Ishan.
Yeah, I mean, he judged the spin well there. It's kind of hard to do it on this kind of a surface, especially if you're going on the front foot and trying to sweep it across when there's two fielders already over there. Easy to miscue it and then fall in the hands of the fielder. I think the camera work kind of confused it for me. I thought it was going to a fielder, but
it did. It was going high, wasn't it? But Phillips bowls. This one's outside the off stump on a good line and length, on good pace, pushed it towards the covers. No chance of a run. Although the boundary was taken, only 6 runs coming off. A good Glenn Phillips over. So Ishan, what do they do now? Oh, sorry, William. Do they have any media before we come back?
Yes, we do. Susahu, yes, there's a 1% chance someone pulls up the tournament to allow Pakistan to progress, but that's about it. Eric J, Pakistan and New Zealand could both finish on 3 points. Simple. Loki, Yankee in T20, you never know, that's where 1% comes. Gabe Owners, New Zealand are the good guys, and I'm rooting for them to win it all. Then a few ones about Harry Brook here earlier. Just find it. So Shining Knight said just after Harry Brook got out that Brook was playing risky shots too. And Sutu, I want Pakistan to be in the final. Not going to happen.
Keep them coming in, guys. Keep them coming in.
Yeah.
Jay Grover, Shining Knight, and the rest of the crew out there. Keep us entertained. Keep William entertained and busy. This is pitched. Another bowling change there. Double bowling change. Russian Ravindra, who took 4 wickets and won the man of the match, more for his bowling in the last game, entrusted with the ball, flighted, looped and driven nicely into the covers, and the batters have time to go through for a single. Tom Banton had broken into the scene quite a long time, even before Harry Brook. He was playing T20 cricket. He was also in a situation where he was opening the batting in the T20 setup for England. Much before he lost his place, but he's reinvented himself as a number 4, and here he is facing to Russian Ravindra. He pushes this one. It was rather uppishly pushed, but fortunately didn't carry. Back to the bowlers. Good start by Ravindra. Good line and length, Ishan.
Yeah, I feel like New Zealand has a plethora of spinners who might not be the highest wicket takers, but they're good in controlling the economy in case the Pacers get a bit too ahead of themselves and try to concede a lot of runs. So that's a good asset that they have.
Exactly. They bowl well within themselves, don't they? This one's on a good length, good turn, good loop, and nice shape from Ravindra on the back foot. Pushes this one towards the long on area, and they go through for a quick single, 58 for 3. Ravindra used to bowl a lot more in his primitive years when he came onto the national setup, didn't he, William?
Yeah, I think much. I kind of think he's almost a bit like Jacob Bethel for England in terms of they can bowl, but obviously they're not kind of the frontline spinners that they'll go for. But like I said, he's quite handy, and we've got obviously some good figures here when they've shown his best T20I figures as well.
Exactly, 4 for was not a. This one says taken the catch. Russian Ravindra, short delivery. Bethel rocks on the back foot and pulls it straight into the hands of the fielder there, who took an outstanding catch. The ball was dying on him. It was Glenn Phillips. Who else could it be? He's the man who could take anything out of the air. He came charging in, dived full length, and grabbed it with both hands, and almost single-handedly responsible for that dismissal. Great fielding by Glenn Phillips. England in all kinds of trouble now, needing 102 of 68, 58 for 4. Ishaq.
a bit sketchy there. I'm not too sure. We might have to see a slow-mo angle of that. I saw Williams' reaction as well. Like, might have been just that it might have gotten under his fingers there and touched the ground. But I think the fact that Battle's walking might be that there's no speculation on the wicket.
Yeah, I think he looked like he had his fingers under it. Like, he kind of pressed it into the ground, but I think, like you said, the fingers were probably just about under it. So
Yeah, I mean, although it looked dubious, Jacob Bethel clearly has a better view than us from here, and he's quite comfortable. He's not reviewing it. He's walking back. And again, catches win matches, guys. Glenn Phillips has won many with his fielding Arabics, and this has been absolutely fantastic. He came out of nowhere. He's like the lightning man who covered a lot of ground, dived at full length, and he's taken off a blinder. England in all kinds of trouble, 58 for 4. Is there an issue here, Ishan, for England?
Yeah, I was saying earlier, I feel like this is where maybe till the 10th or 12th over is when they should try to just kind of stabilize their batting a little bit, not try to go for any big shots, maybe hope for a boundary or two in every over, rather than trying to like hit out for absolutely no reason. Because it's still, like I said, it's not a 200+ score, and it is a pitch where spin could dominate, but all the players need to do is get their, get their game going. And I don't know, they just seem a bit too overeager to try to finish this game as soon as possible.
Exactly. That was just all or nothing kind of a ball, isn't it, William? There was nothing great about it. It's just an ordinary ball. He could have easily deposited that high above into the stands. It was there for the taking, William.
I think it's one of those where like it almost doesn't look like he's like not fully sure what he's trying to do. He's trying to hit it on the up or hit it down.
And it's Sam Curran who goes on the back foot and pushes this one back to the bowler there. Sorry, towards the long on area, and the batters go through for a sip. These catches are not easy to take, in case you're wondering what this is all about, especially when the ball is dying on you and you're running at full strength, full speed, and you got to dive at the correct sort of momentum to take you through, and also make sure you don't lose your balance with the ball as well. So it's a lot of skill taken, and if one man were to take that, that's going to be Glenn Phillips. This one's nicely looped by Ravindra, drives his tail up after that wicket, pushed in back towards the extra cover area, and that's the end of over number 9. No run there, dot ball, 1 over 1 for 3 for Rashid Ravindra. Great first over, Ishan.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
I'll let you come into media, sorry, and then we'll come back to Ishan. Sorry.
Through to who? I told you 150 is good in this pitch. Greystoke, bloody used to be a swear word. Bugger meant sodomy. Don't evolve slow in your language, does rant over. And there were a couple of interesting ones earlier. So Sutu says exactly, Jay. Pakistan final for the Bants. Yankee, even more reason. BCCI's branch office, the ICC, doesn't want the final in Sri Lanka. And then, because there was another message earlier that we just missed off. So when we talk about who's going to be in the final, Yankee says, also suits everyone. Pakistan cannot be allowed to qualify. A semi-final in Sri Lanka, and then what happens is Pakistan win the semi-final, final in India with Pakistan.
And Glenn Phillips continues his 10th over of the innings. There'll be a change after this. This one's played towards the long on area by Sam Curran, and the batters go through for a single. 59 for 4. England 60 for 4, and we're in the 10th over. Batting to come after this, we got all-rounders Will Jacks and Liam Dawson. Liam Dawson hasn't done much, Ishan, in this tournament with the bat.
Oh yeah, well, you would argue that he didn't really have to do much, but then he kind of did. Kind of disappointing that he didn't.
And this is a close call here for Glenn Phillips. A good delivery, and it was a reverse sweep anticipated. It looked close there, boys. What do you think?
I
thought it looked quite close, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it pitched up a bit. Might have been going over the wickets.
Right.
Taking a review as well.
Sam Curran, was it, or Tom Banter?
Tom Banton.
Banter looking to play the reverse sweep on that occasion, and didn't know much about that quick offish delivery. And I think it looked a lot more close. It's probably a lot more close than what it looks to the naked eye. But let's see what the third umpire says.
Yeah.
I'll see if Yaqub is the third umpire.
Got a quick message here from Sutu. Glenn Phillips is just a specimen. And then Greystoke, on second look, that was a pearl of a catch.
think it should just be going up a little bit. That's what I thought first. Maybe the ball pitched up a little bit, going
So
above
the
the wicket.
batters waiting in anticipation. A lot of the decisions being reviewed here. Glenn Phillips is the bowler. Tom Banton looking sheepishly at the replays, and his fate is currently being decided. England, a loss of wicket here would put them in dire straits, with half their side down in the 10th over, and putting the latter order again to test here. New Zealand doing well. Some clever bowling changes. They've already used 6 bowlers. Matt Henry 2 overs, 1 for 13. Lockie Ferguson 1 for 14 off 2. Mitchell Santana none for 8 off 2. Cole McConkey none for 13. By far the most expensive bowler on show for the New Zealanders today. Glenn Phillips 1 for 7 off his second, and Rachin Ravindra 1 for 3 off his 1 over. So the part-timers certainly playing their part. And as we're watching, it looks like there's a little bit of bat on that as it goes on to hit the pad. The umpire is still looking at it closely. It's
they know.
They probably know it's bat, isn't it? The little edge would have saved Tom Banton here and saved England from another wicket.
On the point about Liam Dawson, I think it's kind of almost because if he's going to play any role kind of higher up the order, it will be like almost a Sam Curran role. And I kind of think once you've kind of got one batter kind of playing that role, you don't really need another one. So that's why I think they push him lower down the order, even like below Jamie Overton, because they kind of often with England have needed power rather than towards the back end, rather than
good point, William. But I think in a situation like today, he's not a hitter. That's why he probably when there are only few overs left, he comes a little bit low. But on a day like today, do you reckon he should perhaps come up the order? Because we lost a lot of wickets, because he's a little bit takes time and is more steadier than some of the others. Overpitched, driven to long on, and a quick run. What do you think, boys?
Yeah, I think definitely if say I suppose England lose another wicket quickly, then I do think you might put him up the order. But obviously it kind of depends when they lose that next wicket. So but yeah, I think it's one of those like, if it's later on, you kind of move him down. But if we lose like a 5th or 6th wicket earlier, then definitely I think put him up maybe above like a Rayan Ahmed or someone who might come in above him.
Exactly. Phillips bowls. This one's pushed towards the mid-wicket area. No chance of a run. And yes, I mean, we just gone and had a look at the review, the earlier one. Although there was a bat on that, even if it didn't have a bat, it was missing leg stump. It seems 98 runs required off 62. With 6 wickets intact. This one's Banton comes charging down the track and pushes this one, almost carries through to the bowler. He's lucky. He's living a bit dangerously, a bit unassured of himself. Tom Banton 7 off 10. Sam Curran 3 off 3. They've got a job in their hands. England need 98 runs of 61 deliveries as the next ball is nicely placed past this short fine leg area, swept away. And the fielder there had to move around in the boundary line to pick up. And that marks the end of over number 10. England 64 for 4, chasing a victory target of 159. 96 runs needed off 10 overs, required run rate 9.9. And the batters at the wicket, Sam Curran on 3 and Tom Banton on 9. Thank you very much, Ishan and William. I enjoyed that stint.
Ishan, you're staying exactly where you are, Ishan.
I am, yep.
Thank you, Bear. Nice to see you guys. Lexi. Cheers.
See you later.
Thanks, Bennett.
Cheers.
Well, this is troublesome. England well behind the rate. Although
there's something familiar about it there, Bear, isn't there?
There is something very familiar. I think it's one of those totals that's reachable still, though. Just because it's not a massive total. We only need 100 off 10. That's doable. Worked around the corner. I think if we need 60 off the last 5, we'll be in the game.
So far this tournament's been very much England doing what they need to do. Without looking particularly good at it.
Yeah, we didn't chase down South Africa, wasn't it? We didn't. Was it? We didn't chase down
West Indies. West Indies. Beaten by.
Yeah, they batted first. The problem is that top 2 have got to score runs. That one's short and batted back, trying to beat Ravindra, but it's fielded off his own bowling. There is no run. Has this Shoddy bowled yet?
Who, sorry?
Is Shoddy, has he had an over yet? I'll leave the room for a couple of overs.
No, he hasn't.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't, no.
That's tossed up and hit through the covers. It's going to be 4 with well-needed boundary there by Sam Curran. Beat the fielder at cover, and there's no one behind him, and it's 4 runs. We've got Ryan Ahmed in the side as well as extra batting today as well, haven't we? Crikey. I mean, we definitely bat down to number 11.
Yeah, I don't think batting depth was ever the problem.
No, it's not. I just do think it's difficult to score wickets, runs on these sticky wickets that turn a mile, you know. And if you're chasing 160 is a good score on them. Again, he beats it, same place. Is he going to get 2 4s? And he's not this time. Mitchell was a little bit further round. I get back for 2. And they needed that. I mean, at some point they've got to launch an assault, but I would give it another 3 or 4 overs yet. Get yourself properly settled in. Much like, you know, I mean, what New Zealand scored 60 in 3 overs the other day. So it's possible. Again, it beats the fielder once more out to the same position. This time he's only going to get 1, I think, because it was palmed around the post by the cover, and Mitchell could mop that up before it was too wide of him. So 4-2-1 off the last 3 balls. All to Sammy.
Who do you think should come in next, though?
Well, it'll be Will Jacks next, and then
do you think it's the right choice to put in Will Jacks?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think you can, swap things around. I mean, he's a finisher. He's an opener as well. You know, he's a smart batsman. He can score quickly, and the more balls he gets, the better chance he has of scoring stupid runs at the end of the over, right? At the end of the back end of the game. I mean, if he comes in with 6 overs to go, farts around for 2 overs, and then goes mental for 4, he could still win the game. If you bring him in on the 17th over, he's got to go straight away. It's harder, but he can get going straight away. Ryan Ahmed's a good hitter, actually. I think he bats number 3 in the blast, if I'm not wrong. He's certainly batting number 3 for Nottingham in the Championship last year. So
Grace Oaks says, has New Zealand spent their best bowlers? Is the question. Well, nobody's bowled more than 2 overs for New Zealand, so they definitely haven't. They've kept them in reserve.
I'm not sure that Henry and Ferguson will get any more bowling anyway. I think they'll be spin through to the death.
Gayburn is getting a bit ahead of himself. I think it appears New Zealand heading for a win. Yay! Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it.
Good a way to go. Sammy Curran facing up. Phillips is going to bowl. He drives that up towards long off. What they've got to make sure they do is get at least 6 and over for the next 2 or 3. Just to keep the scoreboard ticking. Can't have too many dot balls in the next 3 overs. Well, at this point, New Zealand were 97 for 3. England are 20 odd behind. But they stumbled at the end, didn't they?
Yes. There's been a lot of that in this tournament, though, on these slow wickets.
Yeah. They're not the greatest, I don't think, for the spectacle of T20, but they make quite interesting games.
Yeah.
That's swept and swept hard. Oh, and it's a misfield by McConkey. Well, we have one, they've had one. It bounced. McConkey should have fielded it, much like Banton should have done it long on. 1 each on the 3 4s, I think. Just didn't grasp it.
The great equaliser.
And he'll be upset about that, and I'm sure his teammates would as well. But England did the same. Tom Banton did that down at long on, didn't he? One that he should have fielded easily. Strike rates, who knows? That one's full and driven by Banton up towards long off. They'll go a single. So 6 off this over, first 3 balls. Minimum required. Run rate's just under 10. I don't think they really have to worry about that for the time being.
But they're just dropping off compared to New Zealand, though.
Yeah, it is, but it's not a big total, is it? I mean, you can score 40 in 3 overs. Suddenly you're up and around about, so you've only got to get twice that, and you've got 8 overs left. So Worked, not back past the bowler. Phillips bowled. In terms of run getting, I think it's easier chasing in India.
Could be, yeah. I agree with that. But like I said earlier, New Zealand spinners are more of maybe I'll go off this.
Yeah, but you get enough help on these wickets that you don't have to be a fantastic spinner, really, do you?
No, because their wicket taking isn't what I'm talking about. I feel like they might not be the best wicket takers, but in terms of the way that they can control the economy and not make sure that they make those big runs and not have any big overs that go for 14 or 15.
Well, that's true. But there haven't been many really big scores in Sri Lanka, full stop, have there? Highest score's been 180. That's been a big score in Sri Lanka. Down the track comes Banton. Good effort at stopping that from Phillips. Must have hurt.
Yeah.
He stuck up a hand and it bounced off his hand, but it went straight and it was well hit 4. Ends the over with that as well. So probably 12 off that. And suddenly Banton looks like he's settling into his work. He's faced 15 balls.
Gary Berners says, I want to see New Zealand in the finals with South Africa. Well, I got to say, if South Africa's facing New Zealand in the finals, I know where my money's going to be, and it's not with the Kiwis, I'm afraid.
Same here. Is he going off? It looks like it.
He also finds out our WinViz is showing a 73% chance for New Zealand. But that's WinViz.
That's the drunks in the pub, as Tone puts it.
Get Karen and Barton and Jax out already, please. Yeah, that's the thing with T20. There's so many people who can bat. Even 4 wickets down isn't very many.
No, not on a reasonably low score. That's it. If these two last another 3 overs to take it to 15 and they're 105, suddenly it looks more in England's favour, doesn't it? I thought 6 wickets in hand. That one is hit straight at Ravindra, who's at mid-wicket, and there's no run. That was a good shot by Banton. He got right to the pitch of the ball. Quick feet. Sammy Cowan is facing this horrible down leg side, and it got what it deserves, which was smashed down to long leg for 4 runs.
Could have been a wide.
4.
Good shot.
Would that have been a wide?
It probably would have been a wide, but they took 4. I'm quite happy to take 4 instead of a wide. If it's a bad ball, hit it. If it's a bad ball down the leg side, you hit it and it would have been a wide and you get 1. That's when it becomes annoying. But if you hit it for 4, it's not the end of the world, is it? Tossed up. And that was a good ball, actually. I think he bowled it cross seam, so it didn't turn and it went straight on. And Cowan gave himself some room. And he could have quite easily just got a little nibble on the end of that and been caught behind. Santner. This time it's forced, but it can't beat cover again. No run.
Those kind of balls hurt as well. Because if you just get a finger or something. I know my dad has a problem where his fingers now just permanently like this.
Yeah. I've tried a lot of catches and stuff off my own bowling, exactly that. You get it on the end of the finger, particularly, it bloody hurts. That one is cut again by Sammy Curran, but again he can't beat the cover. This is smart from New Zealand, keeping someone up inside the ring. It means that the easy single, just knocking it out there, isn't there? I don't know if there's anyone on the leg side, but he's bowling left arm over to a lefty, so probably not. Trying not to bowl too straight, trying to hang it up outside the off stump. Could try a late cut. Well, no, he's hit it down towards where Phillips is, where he caught Bethel, but this time it didn't quite carry to him. It was only a single. And that's the end of the over. There's only 6 or 7 off of that. Banton's not out 20. Curran's not out 17, 89 for 4. England with 7 to go. Over to you, Messi.
Talking about teams dying away in the second half of the innings, Loki says first the batters should believe themselves in chasing they just lose hope in halfway. Zimbabwe chased 170 plus against Sri Lanka. I mean, different bowlers, but still. Roshan says, please don't hype up my team, South Africa, like that. History dictates otherwise constantly. Well, as Sudhahoot says, it's the decade of South Africa. They are, after all, the World Test champions.
They are.
Deservedly so, in my opinion. And they did very well in the last T20 World Cup. They were finalists, weren't they?
Yeah, I believe so. Lost in the final, didn't they?
To India, yeah. I think they're looking better all the time, to be honest.
Well, oh no. Oh yes. We have a new bowler. It's this Shoddy. He's dropped that one short. Curran hit it. And not much elevation. It was quite flat. I'm going to, in fact, give it the official designation of one of these.
Smack it in the air, beyond the boundary. Smack it in the air.
And the new bowler who bowled it was
Smaximum.
His second ball is wide and going on, and Sam Curran's expecting it to turn into it. Q ended it back to the bowler, and there's no run. See, I think if you get it down to 40, it doesn't, it's essentially potentially 5 boundaries, 6 boundaries, 7 boundaries in 4 in 4
going
overs.
Up all the time.
Yeah, I know, but in 4 overs, it's quite doable. Sodhi in. Ooh, again, it floats.
The boundaries are hard to come by off the slow bowling, though, aren't they?
They are. You've got to put all the pace on it, haven't you? And ideally, you've got to try and lift it and get the sixes. Drove at that. It's nowhere near it, Sam Curran. It's been a while since I've seen Ish Sodhi bowl. I don't know what he's like.
Yeah, I was going to say. I feel like he just looks a bit different as well from the last time. I don't know what.
Well, he's put a bit of timberish, and it looks like to me. Getting a little bit older, eating a little bit better. That one he's hoiked. Has he hoiked it wide enough? Oh, he has, but Mitchell's down there. They think about 2, but it's gone straight to him. Oh, now it's bounced over the keeper's head. Are they going to run for a second? No, it's not backing up now. You can see what they're trying to do, but obviously if you hit it in the air and you just don't get enough of it, you've got a good chance of getting caught, haven't you, really?
Yeah.
Which is a bit annoying, but hey. And all the fielders are 5 in. All the fielders are 5 and off the boundary. Obviously long boundaries at Colombo. 96 for 4 England. At this stage New Zealand were 120 for 3. It's going to be interesting if England catch up. We're going to have to see. It's going to take not losing a wicket for quite a while. Not that there is that much left. Tom Banton goes back, gets followed by Sodhi with a top spinner that goes on with the arm, doesn't turn. And you can only hit it out to cover, and there is no run. At some point, someone's got to make the move and decide they're going to play some funky shots. I'd say.
Well, it's not very. Go on.
Well, I'd say Banton's probably the man for that. I'm not sure what Sammy Curran's reverse sweeps are like, but Banton certainly hits a big reverse sweep for 6. So I trust him more to be that man. He works that into the leg side. They're going to get the singles to the man on the 45 because Curran basically just ran straight away. 8 off that over. 97 for 4. Is it Drinks now? I thought Drinks was supposed to be the 13th, but hey, there we go. Over to you, Messi.
Brett Jan says, did you hear they're going to remove the scrum from rugby as South Africa is too good at it? I wasn't aware of that. It'd be a big loss to rugby, but it might actually save a few people's brains and ears. Jay says, I'm not a man given to support, but your team's win gives me an infectious joy. He's saying this to Roshan. Not saying you've got this, but I hope you do. Lockie 6 just says it is the age of unreason. Yeah, I think there's some justification for saying that. Gareth Davies says we need a streaker. Lockie 6 says you can have my beer when you prize it from my cold dead hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow, no, boss. Wow, no.
Leah's just had a great idea for a new jingle. One of the jinglers can do it. The title is Driven for Four, to the tune of the music Driven to Tears by the Police. And Invisible Bob, our Will, says, oi, he's a fine figure of a man. Just had his post-30 metabolism slowdown.
Who's? It's Sodi. We've all had that. And a post-40 and a post-50, yeah.
Funny that, isn't it?
Yeah, funny that.
It's not just that's slowing down, I can tell you.
Yes, exactly.
Mike Crutchburn's like hell is with us. He says, hello, gorillas. I'm curious to know how you maintain your celebrity status. You have Instagram, Twitter handles, podcasts, etc. Well, we do have a great podcast called The Bishop and the Bear, which I can highly recommend. You can find that on any good podcast provider.
Indeed.
And it's also links to it on our website, gorilla.com.
And if you become a Patreon, you get it early.
Indeed. But beyond that, we tend to be modest. We don't tend to go to autograph signings, that sort of thing, because we really don't want it to go out to our heads.
No.
And we can't get the bear out of bed anyhow.
I can't be arsed with instant social media generally anyway. When Twitter was a thing, I had a Twitter account, but I never used to use it. I don't use Facebook, can't be bothered. Don't have.
It is a thing.
Well, we got a TikTok account, but I don't do TikTok, and we have an Instagram account.
Yeah.
I don't do Instagram. So
we've got a Blue Sky account, which we use just to publicise our matches as we do with X, but we don't actually live feed them anything of interest other than when we're on air.
Exactly.
Just to keep you in the loop. So the best means of staying in contact with us is by becoming a Patreon, and we
talking to us on YouTube when we're live,
and Discord.
Yeah, it's Discord. Oh no, Banton's gone for a big swing off Ratchin to Ravindra. Oh no, it's going to land safe. My God. Everyone's out in the outfield, and they got back for two. He's gone for a big sweep. Ravindra's back for his third over. He's gone for a big sweep, Banton. I thought he was out. He went to sweep it. Big top edge, went ballooning up in the sky. But they've got no one at short mid wicket. So the both fielders are back on the fence, and neither of them could get in. Got away with that one massively. England have only got a 27% chance according to Winviz, 73 for New Zealand. Ravindra around the wicket. Banton goes back, blasts it into the offside. They will get a single, but if he'd have missed the field, it probably would have been 4. They've got their fielders in the right place all the time, haven't they, New Zealand?
That's 60 of 34. Which just about going to get to 12 per over at the end of this, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they're trying to. You can see them trying to take risks now, but then I feel like they have to know when to take the risk.
Yeah, true. And you know, those you've got to miss the fielders. You've got to get the 4s, and they're going to need a couple of 6s. Well, there's possibly one of them. No, it's not got enough on it. That's going to be out. Straight to Glenn Phillips again. Caught where Bethel was caught, off the same bowler, same shot. Sammy Curran trying to hit big, just couldn't get enough underneath it, and it's been caught by Glenn Phillips out cow corner, and he will get himself a catch, and another wicket goes for England.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
Just not able to clear that leg side boundary for the lefties. I don't know if that's the big boundary on that side. They're just not getting the elevation on it. Well, this is going to bring the man for the moment in, though, isn't it? It's going to be this guy.
It might be Will Jacks. Maybe it's Will Jacks. It's probably Will Jacks. Yeah, it's Will Jacks.
So, England probably looks like if they lose this, then more than likely going to have South Africa, aren't they?
He's come at the right time as well. I think you said that if he comes down in the 14th over, then maybe he can start hitting from the 17th over. So he has come down in the 15th over.
Yeah, he has come down. He could score 50 in 3 overs. He scored 51 off, 17 balls the other day, or 21 balls?
Yeah, he could also get out on the first ball.
He could. Of course. It's T20-ish, and who knows what's going to happen. That's the beauty of it, yeah?
I've seen it happen way too much, man.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I mean, that's the problem. I mean, it is a problem for it. And on a pitch that's offering much more in a set, it's quite handy to win the toss and be able to bat first, but score down in this situation. That one is defended out to the covers, and there's no run. I mean, when was it Colombo that Sri Lanka beat Australia?
Yes, I think it might have been Palakeli.
I'll check that for you guys.
Again, Jacks goes outside leg stump, tries to smash it through the offside, and there is no run. They're going to need 60 or 5 overs, basically. They're going to need one almighty great over, probably one good large over. Ravindra is in, popped into the leg side, offside, sorry, past cover, aerially, down to long off. He'll get himself a single, retain the strike, 101 for 5, 59 required.
So Sri Lanka beat Australia at Palakeli.
Yeah. So we just changed.
Hendo, you're in, mate.
Jay's accusing me of lying. He reckons I was mobbed when I went to Sheffield. Well, my mobbing was by Jay. That was it. So I'm not entirely sure that's accurate. And New Zealand currently 76 on WinViz, and I'll catch you.
What is the last crew?
The last crew is Hendo, William, and Bear.
All right, William. Welcome back.
Hello. Thank you.
Have fun, guys.
See you later, Ishan. See you later, Messi. See you tomorrow, possibly. Right, Hendo is coming back. Are you going to rant, Hendo? No, not really. Excellent. Hendo's chill on a Friday afternoon.
I've been put on ice. Sodhi it is to bowl to Will Jacks, who plays a reverse pull very effectively indeed, way up over the man on the 45, and only maybe one bounce for. Good start.
It's me, Sanshi. It's me, Sanshi.
So good, the bear needed to play the jingle twice really. Yeah, nice shot. He's been in good nick, but
there's been a few players in good nick. Got starts, they can't elevate it over the fielders.
We get a lot of people getting out, pulling and sweeping. It seems to me in this tournament, England, I'm talking about in particular.
Well, I think all teams actually.
Maybe more so.
I've told
in
you
Sri
how
Lanka.
many times I've seen people getting caught hitting it really well straight to square leg.
Sodhi, that's got to be close, hasn't it? Ooh, well, it hit him on the pad. It looked to me as if it scuttled through and skidded on and might have been taking the leg stump, but as the bear says, there's no real massive disappointment there from the bowler or keeper, because I'm guessing there must have been some bat on it. Banton 24, Jacks 5, England 105 for 5. They need 55 off 28. It's almost 2 runs a ball now. Nicely shaped into the offside by Will Jacks with the spin. They're only going to get himself a single, however.
Well, these are 2 players you'd expect that could do it, couldn't they? I mean, Banton's a big hitter as well.
Yeah, but I don't think you're not going to see any pace, are you?
No.
So it's going to be spin from here on in, I would say.
It's got to be reverse sweeps all the way, Hendo, and big and slogs.
I mean, that's a big boundary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Over into cow. It really is. It looks it from distance. We did see a graphic saying that it was at 80 metres to that point. Sodhi in. He's down the wicket. He's lofted it. He's got enough on it. I think he has. Beautifully played by Banton over deep extra or wide long off. 4 runs. 6 runs. So 2 good hits in this over. It's got them 10. They've also got a single, so 11. He got right to the pitch of the ball and played that beautifully. And
didn't try and
stood
pull it
there.
Didn't try and pull it over leg side either. Just went with it.
Beautiful shot. 92 metres, that one. That would have been
there's a big
4
gap there
on pretty
as well.
much any. That would be 4. It would have been 6 on pretty much any ground. Sodhi again in. He goes back to this one. It was possibly the googly. Didn't move as much as an Adil Rashid one would, but coming back for the second. Jax does really well there, taking on the arm of Glenn Phillips, which is not always advised. But 13 now, is it off the over?
Yep, with one ball left.
And one more big hit from the over, and it
hit six
just above. But then a wicket, if you lose it, it goes up in the air, and someone gets underneath it.
You've got to start taking chances sooner or later.
That's a good ball from Sodhi, and all that Banter can do is push forward. 32 off 22 for him, 114 for 5, 4 overs to go. Will?
Yes, we've got Super Chat, $2. GC Pormot. Did Hendo just say he was in ice?
Well, I was on ice because someone was saying I was chilled. I was making.
Yes.
I'm a bottle of champagne.
Then we had George McPherson, 1992. As usual, England have faltered with their poor batting performance. They're going to fall short of a total they should get. A lot of questions for McCullum to answer about performance. Eric J. England just 2 games from lifting the trophy, which would be the biggest indictment of T20. And then we've got Bashir Tezkerzaban, if that's right. T20 has its place. Is pretty useful for showing why cricket is worth following to my fellow Germans.
Right, Jax to face up to Ravindra. He's got 2 for 16. He's got 1 over remaining. Santner, has Santner got any? He must have one.
Both left-handers he got, didn't he? He got Bethel and Curran to the same shot, caught the same man down at Cow.
I have to say, I think the Ravindra is under-bowled by New Zealand in general. He's round the wicket to Jax. It's wide outside the off stump. He clobbers that hard, but the long off is set quite wide. And it's only going to be 1 to Lockie Ferguson. Brings Banton down to face. Banton favours the sweep shot, doesn't he? He has pierced that leg side between mid-wicket and square leg a couple of times, but it's not an easy thing to do. You've got to hit it. You've got to catch it just right. And you've got to hit it with some power. In again, it's very slow. Hung up there. They're going through for the single. As Santner swooped left-handed, got it in rapidly, and I'm just wondering whether
he didn't have the ball in his hand.
Was he sent back there? Or did they get the one?
They got the one.
Oh, they did get the one.
The ball went through the keeper's gloves, though.
Oh no, I wasn't suggesting it was that. Yeah. It's demolished the stumps. The ball's behind him.
Good running.
I think the image on the YouTube screen's a bit wrong. I don't know if there's anyone who can fix it. Yeah.
Oh dear, you just can't get the technical staff these days. 44 off 22 required. It's getting trickier by the ball for England. It's going to need 1 or 2 massive hits. Ravindra, and it is the reverse sweep. He puts everything into it, Jax, but then completely misses it. And it's just 2 runs off 3 balls. Good job here from Ravindra. He's got 5.2 degrees of turn tonight. The highest. Santner 4.3, Rashid 4, Phillips 3.6. I mean, when Glenn Phillips is getting 3.6 degrees of turn,
says something about a wicket, doesn't it?
just a little bit.
Well, it's a used wicket.
Short, and again he clobbers it a little bit straighter this time, but still Lockie Ferguson is in its way. 3 runs from 4 balls. It's not enough. Something's going to happen. The big shot is going to have to be played.
Need 2 off the next 2 balls, really.
Oh yeah.
10 or 12, ideally 2 sixes. But
yeah, it's not. He's just sticking in the pitch. He's bowling it flat. That's another flat one. He's got to fetch it. I'm not sure he's fetched it far enough. He hasn't. And Chapman moves around, and another England batsman goes to the pull shot, caught at mid-wicket. He had to go for it, Banton. You can't blame him. And there was nothing for him to really do apart from pull that. It was flat and filthy and wide outside off stump. And he had to fetch it. He did hit it quite well, but when you're fetching it that far, you really got to time it to perfection.
Absolutely. Oh well.
After you've gone
17 for 6. 3 fours and 6. It was a pretty good knock from Banton. But, yeah.
Too much to do.
Too much to do. Those 2 wickets at the top, I think, for England, are it's taken 2 big scorers out of the game. Just like that. And although Bethel and Brooke got them into a reasonably good position from there.
You're starting 2 wickets down.
You're starting 2 wickets down, and Brooke, I felt gave it away a little bit. First ball he'd faced from Phillips, first ball that Phillips had bowled, hits it straight down, long off's throat. Anyway, it's Rayan Ahmed to the crease. Getting an outing, yes. I mean, look how slowly that comes onto the bat.
Stuck into the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just sort of stuck in
and
the
it
pitch.
Stands up. Yeah, yeah. It's
difficult to put pace on that, isn't it?
And maybe you trying to go over extra with that one rather than drag it. I don't know.
You've got to get yourself a lot of room outside leg stump to do that, though. And you've got to move early if you're going to do that, and the bowler will see you doing it.
I don't know that you have to move that much. Oh, he goes back for the cut, does Ahmed, and he's beaten, hits over the top of it, I think. That's a brilliant over for New Zealand. 3 runs from it?
Yeah.
43 now required off 18. It's all down to Will Jacks to bring out the long handle and give it a mighty.
Rayan Ahmed can hit a big long ball.
Yeah, but against spin to start with, I don't see it on this wicket.
He's probably hit his brother out the back garden a fair few times on
I think his brother probably had him out more times than he's hit him for 6. Will.
Yes, we've got Banana Brooks, 43 of 19 concerned, now 40 of 18. Shining Knight, Rayan Ahmed is a great batsman. Then earlier we had, I think on the kind of talk of Will Jacks, we had a message earlier. I can just find it about Will Jacks. Lost it now. But and then down here we've got John O'Gorman. What happened between overs 8 and 15? Had a meeting. It all went Pete Tong, who went into bat. A flock of penguins.
Not the old penguins again.
Chat at the moment. Yeah.
Not penguins. Not again. Will's not here.
England are doomed, or England doomed.
Well, we're doomed today, but we're in the semi, so.
Phillips in to Jacks, who tries to pull this, and it sticks in the pitch. It turns. It hits him in the midriff, but they hurtle through for a single. I appreciate that Rayan Ahmed is a very talented cricketer. He's a good batsman. He got all those hundreds for Leicestershire, but that was opening in the county championship Division 2. This is it's not really a reply to you, it's a reply to the tweet, but coming in and being able to hit that well against spin that is really sticking, and when you've got one massive boundary on the leg side, it's
got to try and go straight, really, haven't you?
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that Glenn Phillips does so well. He just sort of shovels it from deep in his crease, and hits it straight and hits it flat. Makes sure it travels through the air quickly, so they haven't got time to get round to it from long off and long on. Here is Phillips then in. He is down the wicket. He's gone straight. He's gone very high. Has he gone long enough? Oh, yes, by some distance. I didn't think he got right to the pitch of the ball there.
It's happened a lot in this tournament. He's not hit that at all, and then it's like 20 rows back.
But he certainly went through with it. That's actually a very good shot. I think he did get closer to it than I thought. Yeah, almost flamingo-like. 94 metres.
Oof.
That's a pretty decent start, isn't it?
The look on Glenn Phillips'
Trouble
face.
is, you can't keep doing that probably. But anyway, we shall see. 36 off 16. Ahmed, that was his first scoring shot. It was only his second ball. He could be a hero for England. In comes Phillips. Now he's brought out the flat filth, and already Ahmed was in position to play the reverse sweep stroke flap. Flap it turned out to be. Single is added to the score. He gets to 725 for 6. Rather glum looking England faces.
Yeah, I mean, I think you want to win your game going into the thingies. New Zealand got the advantage. They got to bat first, put a decent score on the board. It's hard to chase in these conditions.
Well, did we know that was an advantage to bat first on
Colombo?
I
think you must assume so on a warm pitch.
Oh, yeah, true. Phillips then to Jacks. He's got to smash it. He has smashed it, but I'm not sure. No, I think, just about.
Ooh, I thought it was
good effort by, whoever it was out there leaping into the air, but it would have needed something spectacular. Nearly got it. It's Glenn Phillips. Can't be Glenn Phillips. Can't be Glenn Phillips off his own bowling. He's good, but he ain't that good.
He's not that quick.
He's shouting to the man out there at deep mid-wicket is Phillips. He's getting excited, and then he thinks, oh, that was so close. Well, it was a bit less close than probably he's making out. But a couple of sixes in this over now. 29 or 14, back to 2 a ball just. We could have a super over.
We could.
131 for 6. Jack's 14 now, facing up to Phillips. In he comes, bowls a full toss, and he flaps it down towards long on, and he's found the gap between the two. That is it. Hit it as straight as you can, as flat as you can, and you're going to get 4.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
4 on the floor, and 1 more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4's are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
Ripped the wrist there,
He
didn't he? So
did.
he
He
could get it
used
straight.
a lot of tight wrist there, didn't he? To get it straight and to get the power in there.
Now, 6 off this ball makes this a very, very interesting game. Even 4, actually.
Losing a wicket would make it less interesting from an England
well,
perspective.
25 off 2.
Yeah, we got Overton to come. You know, you saw what he did the other day. We haven't, have we? No, you're absolutely right.
Joffre will probably come in next when he swing it.
Phillips in short, and he plays the pull shot. He's not pierced them, as he has. He has pierced the outfield, despite the efforts of Lockie Ferguson. It's 4 more. It's been a dreadful over for Glenn Phillips, and England need 21 off 12. 139 for 6.
From Tactical Coach, Hendo had his Ian Botham moment on comms there.
What was that? Ian Botham moment?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
No, neither am I.
Then, a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of Penguin chats. We probably don't have time to go through all that. £2 super chat from Jay Grove, as he gets mentioned. I'm no violent man. I'm not a violent man, but please no penguins.
Yes.
Well, I'm waiting for the person to pop up and say, "Did you know that penguins, if you, when they're encaged, turn gay?" We've had that. We've had that response about 4 times in this tournament. Anyway, doesn't that apply to a lot of people in captivity, or a lot of creatures in captivity?
Might do.
Anyway.
Wow, this is interesting now. 21 required off 2 overs.
It's doable.
It's very doable.
Another super chat as well, just quickly. Pirate Bad Shark 9224, $2 funky on the dance floor.
There's our funky on the dance floor, $2. Thank you very much, Pirate.
Is he hardwired to
when he
the
hears
$2? He just has to.
Well, yeah, Tony was trying to get him to put $2 every time he heard it, so he kept playing it.
Oh, Santner bowls, and he tries to bowl to Rayan Ahmed way outside the off stump with a loopy delivery. Instead of trying to toe end it from a sort of cut position, he turns around, lifts it up and over the man in the circle behind square on the offside. There are 2 of them actually, the finer of the 2, and picks up 4 runs. Rayan Ahmed. Wow. 17 off 11.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, it's going to a last over, isn't it? Whatever happens. Well, unless we lose 4 wickets in this over, I suppose.
We'll hit 3 sixes.
Yeah, that's true. Santner in again. This time he comes across, and Santner again tosses it outside off stump, and Rayan Ahmed adjusts because he's bowling so slowly. He's got time to, and just eases it into the offside for a single. I mean, Santner knows as much as anyone to be bowling at this point.
Do you think you could dummy him, go across, let him release it, then go back quickly and then hit it over the offside?
I think it's tricky because if it turns and it sticks, you're going to hit it square, aren't you? It's going to end up possibly a catch or just 1 out to the man.
Turn around and then hit it, cut it over backward point.
That would be a shot and a half. This is cut in front of square. Long off his round, and they're coming back for the second. Yeah, quite comfortably in the end. Rayan Ahmed must have run that very quickly. 14 off 9. England 146 for 6.
They look a bit rattled, don't they?
They do. I mean, that over from Phillips just kind of destroyed them in a sense, you feel. It's not all over, of course. It just needs another wicket and suddenly it turns on its head again. Matt Henry's out there. Will they turn to him for the final over?
Ooh, that'd be tricky. Older ball. It's not going to do what it did earlier on.
He's in again, way outside the off stump. Jack should have just left that, to be honest. He cuts it out again to Ferguson. And again, Ryan Ahmed. He's massively quick. He's a chunky little guy.
But he's quick.
But he's quick, isn't he? He got back for 2 again. 12 off 8. And Santner looks very stony-faced, doesn't he? He wasn't even expecting to run out. I mean, how he could have known where Ryan Ahmed was, I don't know.
If we get 6 now, this game should be done.
Yeah, you would say so. Could do it in singles after that.
Yeah.
But there's always Glenn Phillips, and you never know. You might just see him flying through the air, plucking something.
One-handed, 2 inches off the ground.
Not a penguin. In he comes again, bowls to Jackson. Jax thinks, I'll just have a single here. This is going quite swimmingly. Talking of penguins, that's down to backward point.
Well, this is essentially a free hit now for Ahmed, isn't it? Because he's last ball of the penultimate over.
Yeah.
If he tries and swings for the fences, gets it. If he's out, Jax is facing first ball of the next over.
Where will Santner go with this one? It's a curious one. Joffre's got the helmet on.
Yeah, presumably, because he can swing for the fences.
What's he going to do? He's in, he throws it up, he's gone for the big hit. Has he got enough on it? I don't know that he has. Yes, he has! Yes! He has! Ryan Ahmed is playing a blinder here. What is that? Another 6. 18 off 6. England need 5 off the last over. Hard to believe.
Stephen Kelk says, wow, Ryan, you beauty. Maybe my doom was premature. I beg for forgiveness. Matthew Cullen, Ahmed was chunky. I think he slimmed down and lost in the last year or so. Banana Brooks, woo. Mr. P in it, good lord, am I dreaming? Then Wang Yibo, they should win from here.
Well,
then
yes.
in the Ian Botham comment, I think there's some clarification. Tactical Koki, that was regarding the Ryan Ahmed prediction. But apparently he said he can't hit a big one on this wicket, and then he has hit a few big ones.
He has done. He has done. Yeah, no, I absolutely go along with that.
And then Stephen Kelk is also going back to the Penguins. The paradox is that Jay just posted a super chat with the word penguin in it. Guilty.
Well, they are going to go back to Henry. I think this is a bit risky, isn't it?
Well, I mean, he can bowl Yorkers, can't he?
Well, he can do, but you get him slightly
It's
wrong.
a risk.
Vat can slice 4 runs, you know.
Yeah, but is he probably thinking now that? Well, he can't ask Phillips again. I'm not even sure whether Phillips has got another over, but he's not going to go to one of his less experienced spinners.
You're certainly not going to go with Shoddy, are you?
Because it's a runner ball, and I mean, the only way you could do that is to bring players up, isn't it?
Which they probably will do anyway.
Which they would do, yeah, because again, England are going to be running for almost everything, aren't they?
If England win, would you have probably one of these two as player of the match? Ahmed and Jax?
It's difficult, isn't it? I don't know who would be.
Well, they both got wickets, didn't they? Yeah, they both got wickets.
Yeah.
Well, I think that 6 off at the beginning of Phillips' last over from Ryan was what got them going again.
Turning point.
Yeah, could well have been.
And Jax has won 3 already, so we'll give one to Ryan Ahmed.
Boring. It's Jax facing up to Henry, and he pulls the first ball out into
gonna get 2 for that.
mid-wicket region. They will get a single. Of course, 4 to win, 3 to tie, 3 to go to super over, 4 to win, 5 balls remaining. Should be able to do that. And having got this far, you'd be
gutted if you lost.
I might do a rant at that point.
Yeah.
If England then threw it away again.
Well, man, I did say all the way through, didn't I? If you're there with 50 runs to get off the last 4 or 5 overs, you've got a chance. You know, a couple of big hits and you can get it. I mean, it's risky, but the nature of T20, and this is what it's all about, really. Getting to a possibility of winning and then seeing if you can get over the line.
There's this thing about sportsmen these days covering up their lips whenever they talk to it.
Don't want to get lip read.
Well, yeah, but you know, I'm not a very good lip reader myself. That's clobbered again by Ahmed. Are they coming back for the second? No, it's just the one, keeping the tension ramped up. Ahmed moves to 19 off 7. Jack's 28 off 17. 3 to win. 4 balls to go. And then, of course...
Jay Grover said here, I think this is don't open the champagne, Katie. I'm assuming this is to do the West
Yes,
Indies
no,
story.
fucking hell. That last over when Kyle's Brathwaite scored 18 off 4 balls off Ben Stokes. Fucking Katie goes, it's time to open the champagne. We're going to win this.
We took that picture of a hand reaching out into the bucket of champagne and the ice.
I know.
And
I said to her, don't open the champagne. This isn't over yet. And what did Carlos Brathwaite hit? 4 fucking sixes in a row.
Extraordinary. In again, bowls always wrapped him. Oh, it's going to be 4 runs. It's wrapped him in the grill. It's gone down very fine indeed. It was head-butted to the boundary effectively.
Best way to win.
He's giving him runs. He's giving it runs.
I think he top-edged it. I think he top-edged it into his grill.
Well, there you go. England win, and New Zealand have to wait slightly perturbed, slightly nervous for tomorrow's outcome between Sri Lanka and Pakistan. I guess the best thing for them will be a complete washout. I'd be very happy with that. England win, I think so, because Sri Lanka have got no points.
Yeah, but Pakistan only got 1, remember?
Yeah, Pakistan only got 1. So
New Zealand would be happy.
Yeah, New Zealand.
Yeah, right. I thought you meant Pakistan.
No. England win by 4 wickets. It didn't look likely 2-3 overs ago that they would get there, but fantastic hitting by Jacks and particularly Rayan Ahmed. And well, it's gonna make it interesting, isn't it? Depending on where England play their semi.
Well, they'll be top of the group now, so they should play their semi in Sri Lanka, I think.
Is that right?
Well, because presumably India get to play their semi in India.
So there's one in each country.
Yes, and I'm presuming that England's group is in Sri Lanka, so top of that group gets to stay in Sri Lanka, and I'm assuming top of the group in India gets to stay in India. That's what I've assumed. I have no idea if I'm right. But now it looks like we'll probably avoid South Africa, which means
we'll probably play India or West Indies.
India or West Indies is one would look like. Yeah.
I think I'm probably a bit more nervous about the West Indies against England.
Yeah,
because they always bring out their A game against England, don't they?
Don't count your chickens, Bear. If Pakistan were to qualify, you can guarantee that their game would be in Sri Lanka.
This is true.
That's very true. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Which would be upsetting and unfair.
I can't believe that if England end up playing India, there must be some ICC regulation that stops England playing India in Sri Lanka when India are one of the home nations. I'm sure there must be.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I mean,
Jay Shah's in charge of the ICC.
It seems unlikely that India, having shared the tournament, would have to, unless they were playing. Well, we know that they would have to do if they were playing Pakistan. But
I thought it was.
Well, actually, you know what?
Is it not only in Sri Lanka if Pakistan win? So is it?
No, that'd be the final. Definitely the final. But I'm presuming that there's a semi-final in each country because they're dual hosts.
I think it's just India.
I think you might be right.
Let me have a look. Let's go.
Yeah.
They've got to fix. They've got to fix
it
this because there are to be their TBAs. So first semi-final on Wednesday. They haven't even got it right. Where does it say it is?
I think
they haven't said where any of these are, to be honest. Right, match details, match number, hours start. Yeah, no venues have been announced.
Well, why do you think that is, Bear?
But obviously because of Pakistan.
Well, no, it's not. It's because of India. Because India, if they get through, will be at home.
Interestingly, the second semi-final. Oh, maybe because India now can't top the group. I don't know. So the second semi-final was in the Wanker Day.
Yeah, I think if Pakistan win, I think the Premadasa has a semi-final, or if they get through. But I think if not, I think they might both be in India.
I guess we'll find out.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I imagine that India's pulled rank on that already. So New Zealand 159 for 7. Phillips made 39. Seifert 35. Allen 29. Chapman 15. It was. People got going but weren't able to go on this pitch. 2 for 23 Jacks, 2 for 28 Rashid, 2 for 28 Rayan Ahmed, and 1 for 32 Dawson. England made 161 for 6. Top scorer was Banton with, I think it was 39. Will Jacks 32 not out. How valuable has he been? Most valuable player, you would have to say.
You would do.
He got wickets
MVP.
and runs, as did Rayan Ahmed. Really, I didn't expect him to be able to do what he did, but he has made me think again.
Well, see, the thing is, this England team have just managed to get over the line so many times in this tournament, and I think it's so valuable in a tournament like this because you never believe you're out of it because you've managed to get your way through by hook or by crook at any point. So England go through first, net run rate 1.1, but 6 points, 3 out of 3. New Zealand won 1, lost 1, got no result, with a run rate of 1.39.
How does their net run rate get to be higher when one of their gamers has been washed out? They beat Sri Lanka.
But their run rate after they beat Sri Lanka, I think, was 3.55, so it's halved.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Pakistan are going to have to do something phenomenal tomorrow to up their run rate by 2 runs. They're going to have to basically bowl out Sri Lanka for about 80 and then knock it off in about 7 overs.
But hang on.
Struggled.
How did New Zealand get a run rate of 3.55 by beating Sri Lanka only by a few more runs than England beat Sri Lanka?
Because Sri Lanka were all out, weren't they, before the overs were up?
Is that what it is?
I have to look at the results.
Oh, he's got another one.
Will Jacks, another man of the match.
Well done him.
Well, that means he's going to get a couple of ducks in the semi and final if he gets that.
New Zealand, Sri Lanka, yeah. So New Zealand got 168 for 7.
Yeah.
And Sri Lanka were all out. No, they weren't all out. They were 107 for 8 after 20 overs. And then Pakistan, when they played, so they lost to England, didn't they?
Well, surely England have just beaten New Zealand with, 3-4 balls to spare. England beat Sri Lanka by, I think it was 51 runs. New Zealand only beat them by 60 runs?
61. No, New Zealand beat Sri Lanka by 61 runs.
We beat Sri Lanka by 51. How can that make...
because of the way that
New Zealand.
But the way that messes, because it's all the fact that we've had 60 overs now rather than blah blah blah, and the difference between winning and, I mean, look, we only beat them by 3 balls or whatever, and we only beat when did we beat Sri Lanka? We humped them as well.
Yeah, 51 runs. That's what I'm just saying. The difference.
New Zealand beat them by 61.
Yeah, 10 runs difference.
Yeah.
Can it really make?
We've got a super chat as well before we leave.
It's making me annoyed.
Yeah.
£2 from Jay Grover, booking Hendo into the tattooist.
Oh yeah, you got to fuck it. Take it on your, put on your
why
forehead. Jay asked you to earlier.
Well, no, he said he said it was going to happen for some reason, didn't he? I can't remember what the reason was.
You'll have to remind us what it is. No, I don't know. This is it, as you said. Net run rate is flummoxing, but presumably. Look, Pakistan only lost when we beat Pakistan. What was the result when we played Pakistan?
2 wickets.
Was it?
Yeah, we lost a few at the end. I think it was only by 2 wickets.
Yeah, against Pakistan. But how does that relate to?
Yeah, we got it. We won by 2 wickets in the 19th, in the 20th.
Yeah,
over.
but how does net run rate relate when you've got a washed out game?
I think it's just 0.
Well,
nothing
you're 0,
happens.
so you're starting from 0. So essentially, I reckon that Pakistan have got to do something. I mean, looking at the results the way they are, look, England only just beat Pakistan, and they only just beat New Zealand, and New Zealand walloped Sri Lanka by 61 runs. So I'm thinking that basically Pakistan have got to beat by Sri Lanka by probably 66 runs, 67 runs, or if they're chasing, probably do it in about 16, 15 overs.
It's not beyond them.
It's not beyond them. No, it isn't.
Actually, I just sorry, I'm just taking over your job, Will, because in big block caps, Raj Patel said, Hendo, it's easy to maintain big net run rate in lesser number of matches as it's a cumulative calculation at what rate you score minus what rate the opponent score. Well, yes, I totally understand that. I just can't help thinking that a washed out game. That's
you start on 0, so they've only played. So essentially, Pakistan and New Zealand will only have net run rate over 40 overs or 2 games, whereas England's net run rate is over 60 overs. So there's changes quicker. by dint of them playing less overs.
I just had a quick Google here as well. I mean, so I think potentially, because I think what Pakistan need a swing of, I think it's like 0.85.
Right.
And so I think, according to this, I think it's saying that's about a 60 to 80 run win, or chasing a target with 7 to 9 overs to spare, if this is right.
Ooh, that's too much. Unless they can bowl them out really quickly, and then chase it. I can't see any other way that they win. Winning a T20 by 80 runs.
No, they got
hard.
a swing of much more than that.
I think.
Well, New Zealand's net run rate is 1.3 and Pakistan's is -0.46, so they got to swing it by just under 2. But having looked at the results, it's got to be very similar to what New Zealand's result was over Sri Lanka, because both sides were very close against England. England did it, as I said, we chased them down. How many overs? I mean, we chased this score down, which was 6 runs, 8 runs less than what Pakistan we had to chase against Pakistan. We chased this down we chased Pakistan down in 19.1 overs, and we've just chased this game down in 19.3?
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, it's so similar. There can't be that much difference between what Pakistan need to do against Sri Lanka than what New Zealand did against Sri Lanka. So they've got hope, man.
I think the net run rate thing, I do think that if you want
They'll
it to
tell
be
us on the telly tomorrow,
ultimately fair, you should take wickets into account as well. Because I don't know how you would do that. There's some mathematicians out there who would be able to work it out. But net run rate seems a sort of limited way to do it. I mean, I'd almost prefer if you're on equal points that, you know, what you did in the head-to-head with that team
matters more.
Matters more, yeah.
Yeah, but they had a no result. It'll be Pakistan, New Zealand. Maybe we get them all out for a super over.
Toss
a coin. Super over.
Right, okay, that's it. Well, we're back tomorrow. Well,
we're back tomorrow.
You're back tomorrow, and for that big game.
Yeah, I'm always fucking back, aren't I? But at least there's something on it. I have to come in and there's something on the game. I guess Pakistan will want to chase, won't they? They won't want to have to bowl. It'll get a bit panicky if they get 170 and they've got to bowl out Sri Lanka for 95.
You say that, but that's exactly what's happened with regards to... it's just exactly what New Zealand and England did to Sri Lanka. So Pakistan may think batting first is their best chance.
Yeah, I can't remember who won. Well, Sri Lanka basically...
Sorry, Will?
Another super chat.
Just another £2 from Jay Grover for my computing face, apparently. So there we go.
Oh right, okay. No, Sri Lanka have won their toss twice and put the oppo. Have decided to put the oppo in both times,
and then failed to chase.
Yeah. So I imagine tomorrow they'll switch that around and go, fuck it. If we win the toss, we'll have a bat, but we'll have a look.
Sorry, I just see this from Jay. He goes, Hendo's acting like the tattoo is his choice. What are you going to do, Jay? Hold me down and imprint me, brand me?
He's heading off to Sheffield Station as we speak.
Okay, that's it. Thanks to everyone who's been on today. Thanks for your contributions, either in words or in cash. We like both, but we prefer cash. Until tomorrow, when the bear will be in the hot seat. It's goodbye from Will.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from the bear.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from me.
Goodbye.
Guerrilla crickets. Whoa. Guerrilla crickets. Whoa. Guerrilla. Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time is come. This is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, Guerrilla cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many rules you break. Even in cricket commentary, this is the best advice to take. Pick guerrilla cricket, it's the finest choice you'll ever make. There's so much more to cricket than rev counters and a slice of cake. At first they tried to sanitize us and clean up our act, but people like it filthy, and we know that for a fact. Fidel Castro, Lenny Pascoe, Carlos the Jackal, Umar Akmal, Mahatma Gandhi, Grant and Andy, Brendan Behan, Austin Ian, guerrilla cricket. Stick with us, cause you know we're not the kind of thing that you see on the TV and the radio. So vive la revolution. First they tried to buy us, but we would not be bought. Okay, we were, but then we ran away, and we will not be caught. Would not give up the ghost when they left us all for dead. They decapitated us, but we just grew another head. Chairman Mao, Jamie Howe, Ho Chi Minh, Asif Din, Václav Havel, Graham Saville, No Surrender, Percy Fender, Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine,